Hello, everybody. We're getting set up. I don't know what I'm doing, so bear with me. Jan's not here, and I'm very afraid. So I got Rorie and Mike Minotti with me. I was exactly this holding down the fort. Hey, I'm showing up every day. They're still paying me, so showing up. It's I was telling Mike like Lucy's traveling and so Tam's like taking over her responsibilities and oh yeah, I'm now you're there. There you go.
Okay.
Say hello to the kids.
My comments were like what I said right there was amazing.
Yeah, you guys are gonna
it was really funny and insightful. Everyone missed out.
He really blew me away, and I'm sorry I denied all you that.
It was an even louder fart.
I was telling Mike that looks, yeah, everyone's just busy. Backlar's been sick forever, so now he's catching up on like 8 meetings. So I was like, what can I do? And I'm like,
a lot of meetings.
You know what? Rorie, Mike Minotti, me, that's a UPF right there. We were going to play Dark and Darker, but it's not working for us. So I figure what we'll do is we'll poke around in all that Nintendo stuff that happened this week. So
let's poke it.
Let's poke around in there. I think what Jan does now is he mostly goes in from the mic checks right into the thing without actually having any sort of transition. So this show is basically started. But Mike, why don't you give me a 1, 2, 3 real quick?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
That looks pretty good. You know, I'm going to turn you up a little bit here.
Eins, wide, dry.
And then I'm going to turn you down in my ears a little bit. And then Rorie, give me a 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a giant bomb war. We're talking here on UPF. I'm rapping. I'm rhyming. All my raps when I'm rapping around the house are about poop.
I mean, I understand.
Man, you sound just like 95% of my friends from high school.
Fart, poop, eating and poop. It's 2 things.
Separately though. Separately. Not anything to do with one another.
There was a song about poop soup my one friend sang all the time. He was like, poop soup is good for the soul. To make poop soup versus you pee in a bowl. And it went on from there. He just sang
pretty
it
good. I like that.
Lights.
Yeah.
A little more
okay.
Uptown color. If you're watching this live, you're welcome because this archive will be a little bit delayed. I believe Jan is out.
That's right. I think that might have hit Game S mornings too. I have no idea if he hasn't archived that yet. I don't know when he's going to get to it. We're just going to let him do it when he gets to it. So
yeah,
it is what it is, right, everybody? I'm glad we can make this happen though. I'm pretty excited to do a UPF. I am very excited about these Nintendo games. So this Nintendo Direct that just happened. They announced Metroid Prime and Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance all coming to Nintendo Switch Online. I figured we could just dive in there a little bit. There's some of these things that might have multiplayer. Maybe we could do a little bit of that. Maybe do some multiplayer Tetris. I'm like trying to think of what else might actually have multiplayer. Mario Kart. Yeah, I want to actually see how that works because you should have your individual screen on there, right? It's not
so
because Mario Kart Super Circuit wasn't split screen on a Game Boy. That'd be nuts. So yeah, we can see how that works. But first, of course, we do a Kuro win, and I'm gonna show off. You know what? Let me actually move this over a little bit.
Do we want to do like an intro? Like clap?
No, Jan doesn't do that anymore. So I'm sticking with the Jan method of just going right into it hot and letting him deal with it later. So
figure it out later.
Sorry, Jan.
Kuro your profile name is Tam, by the way.
Yes, you could see that my profile name is Tam in Tam's honor, because he. Really, I liked the game when I saw it before on Arcade Pit. I'm like, oh, that looks like irritating stick. I'm going to play this. And then we were playing against Tam, and Tam had to play this, and he screwed up royally. And that's one of the reasons I think we won that match. So now I associate this game with Tam. So in his honor, I'm going to play a little bit of this. Actually, we're probably not getting audio. I will get that right now.
This has been like my NSO MVP. This game is really fun. You can understand what it is just by looking at it. But the funny thing is that you're actually controlling a little penguin who's controlling this rotating stick, like some kind of vehicle. You can see the penguin in the bottom left there. He gets mad when you hit the wall.
Let me know how the sound is, everybody. We should be okay. Oh, already messing up.
See, look how upset he got.
Yep.
Yeah. And the fun thing here is that you can speed up by holding down one button. If you hold down 2 buttons, you go extra fast.
Yes.
It's just, this game is very satisfying. I kind of can't get enough.
Love to watch a speed run of this. I bet.
Yeah, they're very good. Like, have you ever seen the game Roundabout?
It's so people were telling me about that. I think that's like a PSP kind of version of this.
It's oh Jesus.
Or is
It's
that something else?
I don't know if it's PSP, but it's definitely on PC. It's instead of playing as a stick, you play as a limousine that spins just like that, and you go through like parking lots and stuff. It is a part of the Giant Bomb canon because it was made by a friend of the site.
Cool. Man, that's awesome. Yeah, I don't know. Like this, there's like neon white vibes here in terms of these like small levels. You can get really good, and there's like these times you're supposed to hit. But the story stuff is way better because you're a little penguin instead of like a weird Western interpretation of anime.
Right. So the
why is he constantly rotating? Is this like some Sisyphean thing, like a curse, or he can't escape it? Or
I think so. I think it is.
Yeah, that'd be great. I think it represents
this game. I really
the struggle of life. How we're all just kind of spinning, and sometimes we crash into walls. And we still have to keep.
But you have to keep spinning.
Right?
Yeah, you have to keep spinning. All right.
Yeah, look at him. Gosh, this is great.
It's a good penguin.
The music is actually really good. Also, so you see like hit the Sonic springs and you move the other way, and that's important. I'm not gonna
lie. Now, are they called
was...
Sonic Springs, or are you just saying they're like springs like Sonic?
I mean, I'm saying they're springs like Sonic.
Okay, I don't know if they have official names.
Yeah, but if you,
I am in the Giant Bomb chat and the Twitch chat. If you have any questions about any games that we're playing or anything else, or life, love.
Absolutely. Let's just hang out. Let's just hang out.
Yeah. Also, while we're talking about it, I'm probably gonna stream a little bit after this as well. Some Magic with a friend of the site, Mod That Pinguino. New Magic set came out this week on Arena. I like playing that, so hang around after UPF. We'll be going right to this channel.
Yeah, how are you feeling about the latest Magic the Gathering, Rorie?
It's fast. It's like a really, really quick format, so it's been fun. I haven't had as much time to play as I would like to, but it seems to be super popular. People are really digging it. A lot of really powerful cards. I haven't brewed much, but we'll show some off after this. I opened up 120 packs so far. So.
Did they make like a new faster mode in response to Marvel Snap, or is that a coincidence?
I'm being told that I am low, so I'm gonna try turning up my mic here.
Yeah, I'll turn you up a little bit too.
Okay, hi. Let's try this now. My gain has been improved.
All right, now Mike, you talk now. I want to see where your levels are at.
Mike is talking now.
Oh yeah,
Mike,
okay, this should be better now. And then I'm at the same level. Okay, this should be better now. Let me know, everybody.
Okay, we're all talking at the same time. Let's try that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hello. Welcome to Giant Bomb. We're playing video games. They make video games for Nintendo now. And we're gonna play and then poop poop pee pee. I'm a big boy now.
You guys should grow up.
Turn around really quick.
All right.
That's good. Thank you. Yeah, if you haven't tried to stream with 3 different people on Discord before, it is a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's like with 2 people, it's almost never a problem. As soon as you have that third, it's like, oh, okay. First of all, I got to wait for everyone to be in here because the cameras are going to be weird when everyone else joins. And then, okay, so now we're set up for that. And then audio. At least I have individual volume controls for each person. Like that's better than like Zoom. You can't do that in Zoom. So
man, it's tough. Okay, it's whenever a recording goes fucked up for me. It's never the video. It's almost always the audio on Discord. It's nothing. Not Discord's fault. It's just like trying to get 4 different inputs all at the same level. Is scientists have not solved this problem.
No, they have not. I apparently Skype has NDI, and I'm like, what? I need to like actually look into that. So that'd be pretty cool to have each person have their own sort of feed coming out of a Skype.
If you know how like anything with like that thing you're on right now, that's a safe spot. Anything with
yes,
that.
I actually just realized that looking at it right there.
Anything. Yeah, it's kind of neat how they telegraph it like that.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I was playing this on my stream, and I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm a savant at it. I think I found my game.
This seems like a game you would be good at based on your arcade pit performances and sort of
being good at video games.
And just being good at video games. Sure, Mike. That's what I was trying to say.
I hesitate to say it, but there's a game coming out next week on the PC that I have been playing a lot on PS5, and I'm pretty sure I'm one of the top 5% players of Returnal in the world.
Returnal, okay, yeah.
I can say that I have it. I can't give any impressions of the PC version yet, but it is something we will hopefully be taking a look at next week sometime.
Yeah, let's make that happen. I need to see.
Famous Returnal haters.
Yeah, I gave it a 3 out of 5 on PS5.
I love it. It's one of my favorite games the last couple years.
I just played Hades, and the comparison was just so rough for me because it's like, all right, cool.
Oh, it's like me. I did that with Horizon 1 and Breath of the Wild, Horizon Zero Dawn, and like going from one to the other, like you can't climb up mountains in Horizon. I like both of those games a lot, but playing two very similar games like that are just a bit off is tough.
Yeah, that was kind of a thing with Horizon, having to do the weird Uncharted style. These are the specific rocks you can climb up of thing was sort of a bummer.
Still, Forbidden West, one of my games of the year last year. I know everybody else on staff loved it as well.
That was my favorite meme about it. We all just hated it, but I never really played it. So I'm like, I
dug that game a bunch.
I should get back to it, but that's not going to happen because I'm already falling behind on just 2023 games somehow. Like I'm gotta beat Hi-Fi Rush. I haven't started Dead Space yet, and then there's other stuff coming out.
I keep on meaning to go back to Callisto Protocol, but I had such bad word of mouth as soon as that game came out, and like it didn't perform very well on my PC. I didn't really get too far into it, but
it's the kind of one where you could wait for updates and like maybe a big patch later in the year before playing.
Well, people know my thoughts about Dead Space. Dead Space 3 is the best Dead Space. I'll wait for them to remake that before I play it again.
Is that really? So, you know, like I haven't played Dead Space 3, and I know you're being a little. That's not what I hear.
It's my favorite one.
Really? That's not what I hear.
I love it. It's definitely super long. The co-op stuff doesn't really affect single player, which is what all those co-op games in the mid 2010s were like. You basically had an AI teammate that was super dumb if you were playing solo. I thought that game
style.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I want to make Jeff play Resident Evil 6 with me.
Yeah, let's go.
My big goal.
Mom is worried about you at home. What happened to me? Okay, that's the story.
Yeah, he saved it.
What happened to me?
I'm discovering puberty. This is a bizarre like framework for a game. Like this could be just a simple puzzle game, but they had to put in some kind of story to it.
Japanese puzzle games like do that, right? Like Tetris or Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Puyo Puyo Pop has like Puyo Puyo Pop started as a spin-off of an actual like dungeon crawling RPG series.
Oh, of course it did.
Then they just stopped making those and they made Puyo Puyo games, but they just keep adding those characters and like make story content with them. Yeah.
Oh, thanks to Abby for rating us with a party of.
Thanks,
thanks, appreciate that. If you're not familiar with us, we are Giant Bomb. Abby was. Oh, I messed you up. Thanks, Abby. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Abby.
Yeah, shout out to Abby.
So what have you tried? I know the Next Fest is going on right now. I haven't tried any of these demos. Is there anything that you really got? I know you were talking about Dark and Darker.
Someone mentioned a voxel detective game that I do have downloaded. I was thinking about maybe trying that, depending on if time permits.
Let's fool around
because it looks pretty cool.
Are we talking like Private Eye Detective or like Columbo works with the police force detective?
I think Private Eye Detective, but I don't know for sure.
Is this a 0-button game? Is it just a stick?
You could press one button to go fast, and you can press two buttons at the same time to go faster. But otherwise, I'm mostly just moving around.
I forgot to tell you, this game has a sequel for the GameCube only in Japan, and I need to get that.
Oh, okay.
I need it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Columbo does rule, Bogard. I agree.
Real quick before we move on or keep playing this, I wanted to mention I meant to do a community post and stream this week, but I've been really busy with store stuff. So I believe sometime next week we should be putting the store back online. It's been a very long time, but I did a test purchase today and it went through. Apparently money's coming through.
Nice.
We're gonna launch with the shirts that we had last. This one will not be on the store. They tried to send me a black on white of the Guilty shirt, and it didn't quite come out. So this is a one-of-a-kind sample, never to be made again. But all the shirts, various color combinations this time around. So you'll be able to get some different colors, long sleeves as well. The store stuff has taken a very, very long time, and I apologize for that. But if you have any questions about store codes, discounts, anything like that, feel free to send them support. Hopefully it'll be up sometime early next week or sometime next week. But we're getting really close, and it's been a big, long project of mine that I do apologize for having been offline.
Yeah, but I mean, getting it right at this point is just so crucial.
Yeah, it's like, let's not rush anything.
Exactly.
I took half a day doing Excel exports and imports into Shopify. Shopify only allows Excel imports of up to 1 megabyte at a time, which is crazy small for Excel spreadsheet exports. And so it's been a real learning experience for me in terms of like running up the back end and everything like that. And it's been it's been a week, but we're getting on. We have a lot more control over the store going forward instead of having to rely on a store partner. So I think we should do some fun stuff. So look forward to that, please.
Yeah, it should give us a little bit more control over things, right? Just a little bit more freedom. So that's going to be
do
cool.
stuff a lot more quickly too.
Want me to make some locks of Jeff's hair to sell in the store? Got the bag right here.
Rorie's got a bag of my hair. I'm sorry you're finding out this way.
Excellent.
I love you, Rorie.
It's not fake.
I love you. All right. Trying to get more adventurous here and like try to do like 2 of these at once, but then I just get messed up.
Well, like a lot of these early levels especially are kind of designed that if you go the base speed, you can kind of make it through like without stopping, just sort of going. Like the rotation, just hitting a spring when you see it is going to get you through almost.
So do you have you do have a health bar? Can you gain health at all, or is it just 3 hits?
There's those little heart things.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like the hearts. This one right here. So that's a little safe. Now the thing is, if you get hit, it also adds time, right?
Yeah.
So if you do it really fast, like get a better score, then you can't just like take intentional hits.
It's just like F1, you know,
Basically, if
exactly
Operation was an esport.
Yeah.
Does that just change my color? I'm like.
So if you push pause, you can actually change the look of your stick.
Oh,
That's
right.
showing you what
I'm
you just
unlocking.
picked up.
I'm unlocking cosmetics. Okay.
Yeah, you would have to pay for those today. Oh, you would be the madman who goes with the squiggly one.
Yeah.
That would mess me up so much.
Give me the squigglies.
This is a pre-release, pre-order bonus, I assume. This DLC.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to go to GameStop. It's exclusive.
Yeah, it's in the armored version.
Yeah.
Of Batman.
Yeah, the Steelbook.
I just loved people who get really concerned about pre-order bonuses being exclusive to one thing or the other. Feel free to get worried about it, but I mean, having worked on a game that might appear in Giant Bomb some point in the future, like the pre-order bonuses are like the least important part of game development. Like nobody spends any time on it. It's another skin. If there's a quest for a game that's locked to a certain system, it's going to be the dumbest quest you've ever seen, probably.
I think the last time I cared, it wasn't like pre-order, but like platform specific, was Spider-Man and Avengers. Then of course by the time Spider-Man came out, I and just about everyone else had stopped playing anyways. What didn't matter.
I think Avengers might be one of the biggest like hype up versus like, and then nobody really played it kind of games. It was really bizarre to see that game kind of flame out really quick. I never tried it. I'm curious to go. I installed Guardians of the Galaxy yesterday because I have never played it. I was a little put off by the quick look that we did, but I hear so much good things about it that I'm gonna.
Yeah, so over on Jeff and I's like kind of Discord server, we do a monthly game club thing there, and one of the games we did a few months ago was Guardians of the Galaxy. And I was the same, I just did not play when it came out because I just kind of associate it with Avengers, even though it's not that team, but whatever. But yeah, it's actually really good. It's a really fun game. It's simple, but the writing is really good. The character work is really good.
My problem, I think we did a pre-release quick look or something like that, and it was just like it was an hour. I want to say like an hour and 15 minutes, and like 40 minutes of us just walking and talking down corridors, and I was like, okay, I need to shoot more things in my real life and my video game life.
Yeah, it definitely is kind of how it goes.
It's one of those games that my wife might like watch me play. She enjoys watching some games, and if it's really talking and we got a good story.
My wife. Sorry, it's the law.
It's like Days Gone had pretty good cutscenes too, but you couldn't skip individual lines. You just had to sit there and watch like 20 minutes of him talking about his dead wife.
That wife dies? The one that vows to ride him as hard as a motorcycle or whatever?
No spoilers. She's not in the game for very much.
Weird.
Dead wife. Days Gone freaks are coming for us now.
Mike, can you tell the story about Ben to me on Twitter for everybody real quick while I'm playing this? I don't know if everybody saw.
Ben's studio, who made Days Gone, they also made Bubsy 3D, as you all know, is being played on Light Club right now. And we're at the end of that game, and there's a section where there's 4 color switches, basically. And you can't progress unless you hit them in the right order. And we were just desperate to know, how are you supposed to know what order to do? Are you really just supposed to guess? Because 4 possibilities, that's a lot of possible outcomes. That's a lot of combinations. So eventually, they try to be pretty purist at Play Club. Eventually, it's just like, chat, tell us what it is. We don't know. We found out. Jeff tweeted at Ben Studio incredibly sincerely, like, "Hey, I'm stuck at this part in your game. I just want to know, how am I supposed to know what to do?" And Ben Studio just replied, "Rip Jeff." And it was incredible.
I was really bummed that dude came out and went all like woke nonsense reviewers like didn't like Days Gone. It was such a bummer. Like I really did like that game a bunch, and it was just like hearing that kind of stuff made me really feel.
Yeah, it was bizarre. Yeah, somebody whose favorite game is of like recent times was Rorie. That guy being a weird jerk, you know, like bizarre stuff.
Never meet your heroes.
No, he's been tweeting again too. Let's see.
That's why I've always been so grateful that George Lucas is just a normal Democrat weirdo.
He's just boring.
He's just boring.
Yeah, he's just boring. He can't hurt us.
Exactly.
Except with Jar Jar. But even then, that's kind of a
Jar Jar's the key to all this.
Key to all of this. Jinx. Give me a coat.
Man, Andor is so good.
Andor's so good, right?
I gotta go back and watch that again.
You should watch it.
Like you don't have, like you don't. You're the one person who doesn't have to watch it. All right, you don't have to.
The only one.
Yeah, because how you feel about Andor at the beginning of Rogue One. Like you're not wrong.
Yeah, maybe I should
to
just
this day you're not
get the
wrong.
fuck over it.
Well, maybe.
Just get over it.
Anybody watching like Bad Batch? I always hear a lot of talk about the show.
No,
but I've
I
never...
should. I just most of the Filoni stuff doesn't.
Yeah, me too.
I don't love it.
I'm the same way.
Is that the guy with the hat?
Yes, this guy with the hat. Yes.
Yeah. I guess Picard's back sometime very soon too for that season 3, the ultimate fan service.
I might like that more than weird, like super violent seasons that the other two were. I don't know. I like kind of forced myself through season 1 and pretended I liked it.
It's weird. It's goddamn Akiva Goldsman is one of the hackiest hacks to ever hack in Hollywood, and I'm really bummed that he's involved with it. Strange New Worlds got much better when he stopped writing it. He did the premiere and then kind of quit and let other people do it who are much better at writing. So hopefully Picard season 3 is like that too.
Yeah, like, you know, I really love that 90s TNG, Deep Space Nine era Star Trek. So if it is just fan service for that era, I would like that much better than, I don't know, here's
yeah, the last episode of Picard season 3 is like Cisco coming back out of the weird Nexus that he's in.
Oh yeah, let's go.
And just like, buckle up, samurai. We've got a fucking Federation to burn.
I didn't even
he's
make
like,
it through
that
season 2.
thong, the thong. I'm so sorry, Star Trek fans.
You know, what is your relationship to Star Trek, Jeff? I never hear you talk about Star Trek.
I like Star Trek. I like I've watched most of Next Generation at this point, but like that's a recent thing. I really like pretty much all the movies, pretty much.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like the new era stuff, the old era stuff. I like it all. I think the movies are really fun.
I visit the new ones. I even like Into Darkness, which gets shit on a lot. I don't quite see what's so wrong with it, except that it's a little weird to.
Yeah,
cast,
I mean,
like,
it's
a super white British guy as Khan.
Yeah, it's
and
definitely
the gratuitous
a worse.
like the gratuitous underwear scene, of course, is silly and ridiculous, but still.
It is the
Team for Green, man. I'll tune in.
It's the worst sort of impulses of J.J. Abrams.
Sure.
But you know, there have been worse examples of that, for sure. Obviously, but whatever. I don't hate it.
No.
We signed up for Peacock to watch Poker Face, which I'm kind of up and down on. But
Same
we
here.
had a side bonus of realizing that Battlestar Galactica is on there, and we went through the miniseries with my significant other, if that's how you're supposed to say it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think I want to kind of go through the series. The series is like Battlestar Galactica is really fucking tense when you don't know who the Cylons are. So it's I haven't watched it all in like 20 years, but yeah.
So that last season didn't quite.
The last season was pretty bad. Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica. I was really
tell her right off the bat, like,
and then fell off it.
It's when you hear the 12 tribes, like, okay, this is a
good
weird
run.
Mormon.
Second short of the time.
Yeah. How's leaderboards on this?
It's because it's a Game Boy Advance game. It's not like there's online leaderboards or anything, so I'd have to like send my times to Mike, and then that'd be a whole thing.
Man, I'd be done if there was. Somebody
Yes.
should just make a new one with that, because that would be my thing.
All right. So I guess we can check out some of the other Game Boy Advance games here. These are the 6 here.
Yeah,
Chrono is one.
You should play some of those e-card levels in Mario 3.
That's a good idea. Ooh.
Man, did I do a Minish Cap game guide for GameSpot? I am vaguely recalling something like
Man,
this.
I don't think I've
That's
played
awesome.
this in forever. I mean, I've played Super Mario Brothers 3 a lot.
It's
but
weird. It has
I've
an
not played
opening cutscene,
Yeah,
right?
the Game Boy Advance one. I've not played this in forever.
I did a game guide for the Minish Cap.
Whoa.
When did this game come out originally? Not this one here, but
Minish Cap's like 2003.
okay. This says it was published in
That's Wind
2006, but
Maybe that's right. It's after Wind Waker, so
good
Oh,
lord,
that's
that
so
is a
weird. That looks like a friggin'
memory.
knockoff arcade animation of him running across that Super Mario Brothers logo.
mhm. It's so weird seeing Mario 3 Mario sprite with that like just the black pants, right?
Is this what I go to?
No,
Level
go
code?
so go back. Level card.
Okay, yeah, I do go back. You guys know I'm streaming it to you, right? You guys know I'm streaming this game to you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, make it sure.
I'm seeing it. But I have no audio from your stream, but that doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're in the wrong thing. You should reset the game.
Okay, I went to level card.
I don't believe you.
Oh, you're right.
I don't. That weird glowy thing in between the castle and the L. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So these are the level cards. Okay, cool.
These are the reader card levels. Yes.
Where did
See
you find
that they're here.
these codes? Were these like you got to go buy a
Yeah,
scan a
actually, Mike,
UPC card or something?
there's probably people in the audience that don't actually know what you're talking about when we say e-reader cards. You want to like explain what this is and how it works?
There was a device for the Game Boy Advance that like had a little like it made a little scanner thing for it.
A
You buy
barcode
these
reader,
yeah, barcodes, and you buy these packs of cards with barcodes on them, and they worked for certain games like Mario Party Advance would unlock
Parallax
some.
messed me up.
It would unlock some stuff for that. And then like this game, you could get these extra levels for Animal Crossing on the GameCube because there's that link cable for the GameCube. You can unlock things for Animal Crossing with it. Yeah, so like NES games even. So yeah, it was this weird little experiment. It didn't go too far. But they made a bunch of new Mario Brothers 3 levels that you could only access that way. And they actually included these back the last time they released this game on, like, I think the Wii U Virtual Console or what have you. So they've done this before, but still, it is really neat.
This is so weird that I can go back in this level. I'm like forgetting I could do that. Super Mario Brothers 3, actually.
People who are a little younger might not remember, but barcode scanners were like a huge deal in like the late 90s. There was a company called like Magic Cat or something, I think, that was making like you could plug it into your computer, and people were like, it was basically like the AR VR of the time. Like people were going, you can scan your own barcodes, get your CDs ripped without having to go to a fucking anywhere else. And those I think they were called Magic Cat or something, like Black Cat or something like that, but they were tremendously popular on eBay for years afterwards because nobody really made like a really good UPC scanner that was like easily usable. And I think they were really expensive when they came out, but probably still people are buying and selling them on eBay.
Yeah, but now you can just use your phone, right? Like to do a lot of that stuff.
if you need to do it.
Yeah.
QR codes and-
I'm surprised more like phone games haven't tried to do that. There was like a Monster Hunter game or a Pokemon where you just scanned UPC codes of products and you'd get like random monsters. I forget what it was called, but it'd be a fun little thing for a phone game to do. Like,
Wait a second, did they add a flagpole into this?
oh
yeah.
that's a save. Oh, here we go. Okay, I remember this.
And then I have to run past it and do this myself.
Q-Cat.
That
Thank
was
you,
the
Beardy
weird.
McStash. Q-Cat. Monster Rancher GBA apparently also had it. I'm being told.
Right, so this is like Classic World 1, 2. All right.
It's kind of messed up seeing these Mario 1 levels made in the Game Boy Advance version of Mario 3.
Yes, for real. I can't remember. How does this compare to Super Mario All-Stars Mario Brothers 3?
You would think pretty similar, right?
I would. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. I'm not
but
sure.
It's not the same thing. I know it is different.
Okay, weird.
I looked up a Q-Cat on eBay. It looks like a fucking dildo. Maybe that's why they weren't so popular. Looks like a little.
I feel like they would have been really popular.
Oh, where are you going, friend?
I want to scan your barcode if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I don't like this interpretation of underground. It should be a lot more like concrete, stony, and less like
This is the wrong thing.
dirt.
This is a GBA game?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the
looks-
Game Boy Advance version of Super Mario Brothers 3. But this
Looks
is
pretty good.
But this is a level from Super Mario Brothers 1. We are Ouroboros now.
Yeah, we got too many layers too deep. Yeah, because they ported a bunch of older Mario games to Game Boy Advance, starting at launch with it was called Super Mario Advance and Super Mario Brothers 2. Then They did Mario World next, and then Yoshi's Island, and then they went back to 3 as the last one. That's why this is officially titled Super Mario Advance 4 Super Mario Brothers 3.
You think what's the warp even gonna do here? Nothing.
That's a good question. Probably just all take you to the flagpole.
Yeah.
Flagpole, yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
That's neat. Okay. Better than I thought. And then it's just gonna. Oh,
Okay, all right then.
Oh, well.
Well, do one besides the classic ones.
You do one beside the
do something
classic.
weird.
All right, hang on.
Height full of plants. Sounds like a Japanese adult movie.
Wild Ride in the Sky. That's another name for the Mile High Club, right?
I'm really gonna miss the Japanese porn title Twitter account. Apparently, that's gonna have to go away with the Twitter.
I'm gonna miss so many porn Twitter accounts.
This wasn't pornographic. It was just the titles of Japanese adult films, which are hilarious.
Right, they're like really descriptive, right? They're basically like full sentences.
Like, oh my God, my husband is at on a work trip, and I am addicted to stinky dicks, and they go on for like 300 words. That's incredibly descriptive. Like, not even hashtag content. Just put it all in the title. No metadata.
That rules.
Oh.
Hey!
Did they actually like? That's kind of neat because other games have those sort of like dragon coin things, but they're not labeled in a way that makes it clear which one you're. I guess it's clear once you collect it because then it shows up in that thing on the top left. But still,
I should say I don't know.
God damn
hopefully,
it.
nobody from fandom is watching this because I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about stinky dicks on a new corporate overlords. When we call it to a meeting next week.
Here, I can talk about stinky dicks.
Yeah, there we go.
I do think it's weird how often the Japanese Genre Report talks about the smell of things in general.
I'm getting meeting invites for some reason from people.
Oh, never mind. They just all have A's on them. Okay, what the hell's that about? You're almost there. You're almost there. Why is there a hand on? Oh, never mind. That's something else.
Oh.
Whoa, that's just mean.
Oh, okay. All right. This is how we're doing it. All right. Fine.
Flying too close to the sun now.
Yeah. You don't
Where is it?
You fool!
Actually, no, let's start that level over. Actually, we'll try a different one. Nope. I had to. Here we go.
Oh, come on! You got to beat it.
I'm supposed to deal with Breath of the Wild 2. Is they gonna make a new Switch for it? More powerful?
Doesn't seem like it.
I keep on hearing Switch Pro is trending for a bit there. I was very excited.
Well,
I haven't turned
listen,
my
if people look at linoleum too long, it starts trending too. So, like Switch Pro just always trends.
There's no way one is coming out by May. That's for sure.
Why does this level make me think I got to get all the coins? There's something about it where it's like.
I think that's a you problem and not a problem with the level, Jeff.
The way it's designed makes it seem like you're supposed to get all the coins. Like it's challenging you. Like, look, this one right here. Well, it's like that doesn't do anything other than like, hey, can you even get this?
Well, if you were good, you could.
I did get it last time. I was good once.
If you were good last time, you would have beat the level.
Oh, okay.
I think it's too late for Switch Pro. We're just gonna get a next Switch at this.
We're gonna get something that like was probably once the Switch Pro, and then that was like just really beefed up in a lot of ways, and this is basically a Switch 2, but was probably once a Switch Pro.
Switch Pro Color.
Exactly. Oh.
Are you Team Super Mario Brothers 3 or Team Super Mario World?
Probably World.
Yeah. 3 is actually sometimes, like, I can beat it. It's sometimes a little too hard. It's like I'm replaying levels a lot just to beat them to the point where I actually do start to get a little frustrated.
Whoa.
Ooh, nice.
Wow.
Oh, nice. You got a 1-up. That'll make up for the time you failed last time.
Mm-hmm. It's like it never happened.
Being small is an advantage here.
You jinxed them. What is the price of this? You buy this thing and it's all 6 games at the same time?
Basically, yes. Oh my god. So it's part of the $50 tier of Super Mario. No, it's Nintendo Switch Online. Super Mario Online. Nintendo Switch Online. You can get the $20 tier, and it has Game Boy, Game Boy Color, NES, and Super Nintendo, right? And then if you get the $50 tier, you get N64, Genesis, and Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, I think with the Game Boy Advance stuff, it's pretty easy to say it's worth it now.
Yes, I mean, a lot of people have sort of come around on it. All right, a musical trick. Here we go.
I think this is the one I did. Whee.
So these were like lost levels, or like what are they called?
They just made new
These
ones.
were just new levels
like,
that they made.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that you can only unlock with the e-cards, which apparently aren't called e-cards. They're called e-reader cards. I found that out the hard way on our game Jeopardy.
Oh, that's right, man. He didn't give that one to you, did he?
No, of course not.
Ah! Ah!
Oh, nice.
Do, 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 do,
I think I can get up there for some reason.
Even better.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Shit!
Nah, there. That's what you get.
Shit!
We'll see. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know why I'm sounding like a monkey, but I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah! They need to put Super Monkey Ball Advance on here.
Mm-hmm. That game is a nightmare, but I would play that. Also, it's Super Monkey Ball Junior. Just to let you know. No, it's definitely worse.
Man,
I don't know the timing on this at all.
It'd be so great they could get the Game Boy Advance Tony Hawk games on there.
That would rule. Although I wonder if like the soundtrack is actually like even a problem there.
You're right. Like there, it wouldn't be as much of a problem. It's kind of a nice thing, but I just don't know.
I don't know either. Come on!
Oh. But you know, if you fall down, you probably just go back to the level.
I know. I just want to get that thing. Wait, where? Okay, all right.
I mean, you already missed the earlier Dragon Coins, so whatever.
Yeah, but I felt personally challenged by that one.
This is why you never beat me on White.
Yep.
Oh.
That is the thing with Game Boy Advance games. The screen was a bit cramped. You couldn't quite see everything.
Yes, that's why, like, you know, if they release the Game Boy Advance port of Donkey Kong Country, like, why would I really care? I would just play the Super Nintendo version. Yeah, so I get. Go ahead, Rory. Sorry.
I don't think I ever had a Game Boy Advance. I went from Game Boy to.
Yes.
Yes.
I think I did have a DS, didn't I? Man, DS. My memories of the DS are mostly trying to capture footage and screenshots from that DS capture unit that Nintendo had. Those things were a fucking. Imagine if you will. So in order to get images or videos off of a DS, you had to have this little blue box with a DS attached to it by cable. That cable was like a foot long, so you're basically tied, and it was really thick. I don't know if there's any images of this around, but I think we probably still had one somewhere in the depths of Giant Bomb. But it was, you basically had to sit at a desk with a DS and just like point it, the tiniest little cable for this capture device. I think I did game guides for like Advance Wars and some other stuff for the DS, and it was just, oh boy, that was a exercise in frustration. They worked fine. They were just super small and super constrictive. Like imagine, you know, your cable to a switch or anything like that. There's no wireless. You had to be locked into a box, basically like a kiosk at a GameStop, like that kind of controller with that much mobility to it. So that's my main memory of that. And I think the Advance Wars game guide I did was one of the longest ones I ever did because I found that game really tough on DS. Dual Strike, very good. But imagine trying to write a game guide and trying to guide people through levels that are not procedurally generated, but like with a million different units and trying to get them a strategy for a pretty difficult game in the end. I think I spent more time working on DS game guides than I did actually playing DS games for fun.
Huh. And
they're making a new Advance Wars, right? Or is that part of something? There's a new season or something.
Yeah, they're remaking 1 and 2, Advance Wars 1 and 2.
Okay.
What is I guess these are probably like mini games in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, right?
I don't. Man, that's a thing. I don't know.
All right, let's find out.
Oh, we're playing. Okay, yeah.
Each player will control their own game screen. Well, that's cool. Starting link to play. Okay.
I have no idea what this is going to
Me neither. I bet it's just mini games. There was always a ton of those things in Nintendo games around this time.
Did they make a version of this where like one person controlled Mario and one controlled Luigi?
Maybe, I don't. Oh, it's Mario Brothers, right? Of course, it's Mario Brothers.
Man, I know they threw that on everything.
Everything.
I didn't know they actually also just threw it on this.
Me neither. Oh, there we go.
That's incredible.
Oh shit! This Dual Strike game guide is extremely long.
Oh, for the Advance Wars DS game, yeah.
Yeah, it's. I'm not even trying to count the words on this fucking thing, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I'm masochistic like that. It took, I think I want to say it was like 2 full work weeks of work to get this done because I found that game so hard. Like I am decent at strategy games.
Yeah, it's me. This is happening.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, they've got the lag.
We got the lag.
Ah!
Great job, Jeff.
Listen, I already said lag, so you can't hold me responsible.
You already have your excuse.
I already have my
up.
excuse.
Okay, I got him. Just knock him down now. We did it.
Hooray.
This is a 32,000 word game guide for a Nintendo DS game. Like, at my best, I would write about 5,000 words a day for game guides, which is not always my best. But I remember this one being especially torturous.
Get him. Yeah.
Yay.
We're the best.
We are the Mario Brothers.
Yeah, this is actually just the opening scene of the movie. Good job. That was worth it.
I did it.
Get that one. Yep. Okay. I'll go up and get him. What are you doing?
I was trying to hurt you.
Wow! I thought
Are
we
we
were
supposed
brothers.
to be working together?
Oh, great. You killed me.
I didn't kill you. That was God.
You don't believe in God.
Only when he's hurting you.
No, we did it. Despite your interference. Oh,
Bonus game. Oh, man, I love bonus game.
Ooh, look how snowy and nice it is. You already missed a coin.
Shut up.
Well,
I was going to steal
Jeff.
There's 2 up there, you sack of shit.
I'm gonna try running this Dark and Darker demo as well because it just got an update in Steam. So let me see if it's actually running now. If we feel like pivoting, I know you've been really talking about this game a bunch this week.
I'll download it just in case.
Yeah, see how it's doing.
We'll give it a whirl. I'll be back.
It's the one. It's just called a demo right now on Steam, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a demo.
Yeah, it's not available for purchase. All right, you know what? That's probably enough.
That's probably enough of that.
Enough Mario Brothers, maybe for the rest of my life.
Yeah, go play Mario Kart, you weirdo.
Hey, I just wanted to see. You know, I bet. Do you think Super Mario Brothers 4 or Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Brothers 3 is also Mario Brothers?
Yes.
Well, that game would have 2-player, right? Because you take turns. That's pretty silly.
Yeah, we'll probably have that also. But yes, also, I mean, we saw it. Remember, it was on the screen when you were playing it. It
That's
asked
right,
you in the beginning what you wanted to play.
Multi-pack.
There was a 50-50 chance. What's it telling you? Am I the one in control here? Okay. Well, let's do. We want to do a GP, I guess. Yeah. Well, what do you want? 50, 100, or 150?
You know, I want that 150. Actually, yeah, 150, whatever.
It's kind of nuts in this one.
Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty nuts. This is gonna be bad, but whatever.
I'm gonna specifically pick a character with a lot of weight.
Yeah, Bubsy 3D does need a good guide. Rory, get to work. Go make me a guide for Bubsy 3D. Now that I'm about to beat it. You're muted. You're muted, Rory.
Sorry, my bad.
No worries.
What the heck's going on here? I'm starting a race and you're not in it.
Okay.
This mic has like a capacitive thing where I just half the time I do it and I don't
even realize it. Yeah.
Against it, and then this must be like, and I like this, but please let me know if I'm muted because I
wait. Starting. Wait. What are we doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going back to game selection because it's not working.
Wait, I think it's like said starting link play. It seemed like it was gonna work. Okay, step 1, all players select multiplayer from the title screen. Step 2, multi-pack link. What'd you do? Did you do those steps?
Maybe I messed something up. Okay, so
that sounds right.
Yeah, I think I probably, you know what? Probably my fault.
All right, let's
I'm gonna quit.
Wait. All right, there we go. Multi-pack link.
Yeah, that's my issue.
Okay.
I didn't do that. Yeah, there's my bad.
That's a weird looking N-gauge.
There we go.
There it is. All
That
right.
was my issue.
That's pretty wild. I don't think I
Yeah.
ever played this game multiplayer.
I don't know if I did either.
Let's do 100cc.
Yeah, Link Cable
So-
was kind of annoying back then.
The CC is just the difficulty, right? Like it's
Yeah, and
doesn't
the
really affect
speed.
speed or
It
anything.
does affect
okay,
speed.
so
Yes,
that's
it's,
speed?
it's much
Okay.
faster, but it
That's
is
what
more.
makes
It's
it more
also more
difficult, is
difficult,
that you're going faster. Yeah.
and the AI is a little bit better.
Been a while since I played Mario Kart.
Oh, you're okay. I see.
Suck it.
CC stands for carburetor calibration.
Carburetor cock.
It's something about off. It's like fluid fluid dynamics. CC. What does CC stand for?
I don't know, but it's probably how much it's like probably how much fuel goes into the injector each time. So 50 cc is like 50 cc's of fuel versus
Cubic centimeters.
cubic
Okay,
centimeters. There we go. Okay, that makes sense.
Let me get that boost.
Oh no, the
I got that.
delay. Oh god.
Oh yeah. Is it laggy? Is it really like
It's
actually?
like, I think it's just like,
input.
yeah, it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Too bad.
Let's just say yes.
Yes, it is.
Oh, this looks so ugly. Oh my god. Although like a 3D game on the DS or this is still Game Boy Advance, right?
Yeah, Game Boy Advance.
I'm pretty impressed. I'm sure the engineering stories behind making this work as well as it is would probably be fascinating.
I'm gonna win.
Does the power sliding work like it does in later games here?
It's like a little weird. Yeah, I was playing this by myself, and it was just kind of. I don't think there's any like boost to it.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think it is just a power slide.
It's no double dash.
What is?
Oh, double dash.
Double dash is great.
Oh yeah. Is that a boost shelter?
It just keeps sliding forever.
Yeah.
Maybe Kong is also maybe a little bit more of a
Yeah, he's-
brute force kind of
yes,
thing. He
he's
might be
heavy.
less agile. Yeah, don't worry about shortcuts.
Oh, Mikey, first place. Let's go.
Oh my god, disgusting.
This game's
So-
good, actually.
So CCs are both. Somebody said motors and drugs, because I know the old joke about hospital, like give me 5 cc's of endorphins stat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're doing
guess-
cubic centimeters of drugs. Yeah, right.
That's
Yeah.
weird. Like, would a syringe have cubic centimeters as a? Or you think it'd be more
I
like
mean,
milliliters or something?
I wonder if that's like
Wait.
I bet that's like a measurement for IVs, right? Those are probably measured in cubic centimeters.
I know, but syringes were usually. I just remember all those 80s doctor dramas where like 5 cc's of ketamine.
Yeah, but
stats.
it measures liquids. It measures liquids in a space. So I think but it probably
5
makes
cc's
sense.
of piss stats.
5
Yeah.
cc's of poop soup.
I remember when George Clooney would say that.
Oh yeah. And people don't remember he was on ER. He always had that weird thing he'd do is a cocked head, like his weird affectation. God bless George Clooney for actually going from TV to movies and pulling it off. No, he's no David Caruso.
He has Batman and Robin to thank for that.
Yeah, oh man.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Haven't
okay.
seen it. I highly recommend recommend a movie called The American that he did like 10 years ago. It's one of his lesser known
Yes.
movies, but very good. And yeah, Anton Corbijn, he just did a video for some music people who did I don't know. Boring story, anyways.
I liked it. I was listening.
We're gonna have company.
So how are you feeling about Poker Face, Rory? Because I was I'm up and down on it too.
We watched a couple episodes and we haven't gone back to it yet. I find it's well written and it's engaging. Also, it sounds horrible, but Natasha Lyonne's voice, I can't
I like her.
find out if I find it super annoying or like somewhat endearing, but it is
Yeah,
like
I like it. It's endearing to me.
it's a lot to handle at times, but I need to watch more of it. I do like Ryan Johnson. Yeah, I like his stuff in general. So it just haven't. It starts off super dark too, like really intensely dark that first episode. So it kind of like I was thinking it might be a little more like lighthearted or based on that. But
I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes. I don't like that. Sometimes the bad guy.
No!
First place. So the bad guy is like not a rich dude. Sometimes it's just like a working stiff that's like guy has mental issues. And I'm like,
yeah, that dude in the second episode was like really tough to like. He was super creepy. So,
yeah, and it's like, oh, this guy it's just he has a lack of health care for his mental health, and that's his issue. And it's like that's not a good villain for one of these. Columbo never would have done that.
Yeah, it should all just be upper class, rich assholes.
Yeah, it always should be. Always.
If you're looking for a good, I always recommend it, but one of my favorite is Foyle's War. It's on Amazon Prime, one of the British TV subscriptions on there. You can watch it all. They're 90 minutes long. It's all basically Columbo in World War II. Like he would always come out at the end, like has that same kind of like turnaround at the end. Like actually, you're lying, and here's why. So Foyle's, if you like Columbo, Foyle's War, fantastic. Foyle.
Shit, was that you? That was you.
Ah.
This looks really frustrating to play.
Yeah.
I got it. The sliding is a little weird. Oh, right now I'm in the place. Happened there. Say as I like got absolutely reamed by a bunch of different items. Right by a ramp into water.
Has Mario Kart ever been an esport? Or like teams of people who are really good at this, or am I
It's
just
too random.
Probably.
Yeah, probably too
Wow,
random.
I just jumped over you. Man, I stunted on that hoe.
Maybe now that it has a no items mode, it can be, but
Oh my god, shut up.
seriously,
Mike
I'm
Nye.
serious.
And no building.
No building, right? This is just like, it feels like such a different game than Mario Kart 8. Because I'm like, it's like let off the gas so much to not spin out on every
gosh.
turn.
Kind of better.
Who's talking to me? My kitty cat's here. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to grab him. Do you want to say hi to everybody, George?
Kitty!
George, come here.
Hey, Georgie.
Here's my friend George. He says hello. Hi,
Hi, George.
Hey, George.
Meow. He really wants to get down for some reason. It's crazy.
He wants to
Does he
get
sound like
funky.
sickness?
I want to get down and funky and with the sickness. Oh,
Holy shit! This cat, I swear to God, people know that we have 3 cats and 2 dogs. Or if you've followed my exploits, as you all should be. That cat right there will come over at like 4 in the morning, just walk through the door and start going as loud as possible. And he's fucking sometimes.
Yeah,
oh my God.
that's my cat's being like these days.
He's a stray. We adopted a couple strays a couple years ago, and hasn't quite figured out the indoor indoor voice is what we would like for him to learn. But
Yeah, they don't care about that.
they do
Our
not.
level.
Yeah, we have 5 pets. We're in a house. We're in a house in Oakland, so we have space. We were the 2 stray cats that came on board. They just kind of showed up on our porch. I think the family that was feeding them moved away. So we had to make a decision about whether we wanted to take him in, and eventually it was really cold that winter, so we just we'll take him in. We have an older cat too, who's definitely not happy with the 2 little kitties, but a little bit of oh, I'm sorry to hear that all the dinos. That's tough.
Mike, when are you pressing the gas?
A bit after 2 shows up.
Okay.
How does Bowser make money?
Taxes.
Yeah.
Taxes? Yeah, guess so.
Whopper, 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 whopper.
So I'm light on my history of the Mushroom Kingdom. Is Bowser the king of the Mushroom Kingdom, or does he just want to take it over?
No, he wants to take it over. Well, I think he just wants Peach.
Okay, but he has a
doesn't even
castle
care.
somehow. Is that like generational wealth? Because he
Yes,
has
that's
kids, right?
He's
Okay.
got
He has
one
a
kid
kid.
now.
Oh, did they retcon
Yeah.
that?
Yes.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Koopa,
wow.
the Koopa kids aren't his kids anymore, right?
Oh.
Okay. That makes it even creepier that he's like always telling him to go kill Mario.
Yeah.
Just like eons that he,
Soldiers. Yeah.
little street urchins that he recruited. What's Bowser really up to? We're gonna get to the bottom of this next time on
He's
Dateline.
horny for Peach.
Yeah, I think it's that simple.
It's kind of weird, but it is.
No, stop.
Shit.
Damn it. No, I think you're going to beat me because I think that 3rd race was all the difference, right? Well,
yeah,
no, I
that's
guess
right.
what'd you finish on in the
I was
second race?
fourth, so I was ahead of you. So I think I might have still beat you.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yep.
My first overall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Suck it, Yoshi.
Damn it.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's I got the hang of it there at the end.
It's different for sure. It's definitely way closer to
Right, it takes me-
NES stuff.
Yeah, it takes me a while to like really get it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to be done here on these.
Regular Game Boy.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
stuff.
what I was gonna go to next. Yes.
All
right, so-
Tetris or whatever. This does work though. It's neat.
Yeah, it's cool. It is just like a link cable over the internet.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
I know you were complaining about the lag. It didn't seem very bad for me. I don't know if it got any better
It's
for
just-
you, but
It's just a slightly more laggy than when you're playing on your own. That's all. It's fine. I got used to it.
Yelling about Metroid Prime. If you want to try that sometime too. Let's at least pop in there maybe.
Vagrant, my ass is okay, but if you listen to Blight Club and I spilled Diet Dr. Pepper on my keyboard, I did ruin my keyboard. I had to go buy a new.
I hate that shit, man. I have done that with a couple like pretty nice keyboards, usually spilling beer in them. For some reason,
Is it
keyboards don't like that.
Let's find out.
I have dangerous thing is my computer's right next to my desk and it has one of those open vents on the top. So I need to probably cover it up, but the airflow's nice. I'm shocked I haven't fried this whole computer by now. So
yeah, that's living dangerously.
Yep.
Look at this. There's only 2 games. What do you think is Game and Watch Gallery? You think it's Mario Brothers?
No, because it's just all those mini games.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
that one thing we played that I was really good at, basically this.
Oh yeah, we could do that. You could show off again. All right, let's do that, and then we'll finish off with
Now I'm
Tetris.
calling my shots. Now I'm scared.
And then we'll. I think I might want to check out the Sea of Stars demo, if that's okay.
Okay. I'm telling you, it's you'll have fun like for a little bit, but then it like
Oh right,
makes you
the
just
story.
do a story stuff for a while.
Okay, maybe not. We'll see.
We go play game.
Yeah, probably play game. And then we probably just go. What was it? Ball. Oh, look, it's here.
Donkey Kong Jr.'s here.
That's probably just
He's
like one of
just
the.
like
Yeah. Does it have?
I don't see where.
Yeah,
If we push start, it'll tell us again.
no. The start is just like, yeah, you want to play the game. You got okay. Play game. For linked multiplayer, both players must collect 20 more stars. Okay, all right, all right.
Multiplayer.
Wow,
Cool.
wow. Okay, it's a game selection.
Cool.
All right, let's play some Tetris.
Unlock multiplayer. How about you go to hell?
Oh man, this is the original handheld game for me. I played so much Tetris back in the day. I would have been 10 when this came out. Wait, when did the Game Boy ship? 89?
89, I think.
Okay, yeah, this
You don't
says
pick
89.
A-type. We're not friends anymore.
I think I picked A-type for the game type. Oh, you mean music?
Yes.
What was the deal with the Tetris inventor? Like the government of Russia took his copyright and he never made any money off it or something like that?
Basically. We're gonna get a movie about it pretty soon.
Hey, good.
I think it's gonna be rated R.
Hard R?
Hard R.
I mean, they get pretty crazy at the end of this. They do shoot a rocket to the moon, so you know there's
That's
some
true.
weird stuff going on.
Ah!
I forgot that you actually have Mario and Luigi represent player 1 and 2 in the multiplayer here.
That's cool.
Interesting. Come on, give me a line piece for the love of God.
Yeah, I don't think this is not one where they give it to you every 7 pieces, right? This is like much more random. Yeah.
That's where random you can't store, so yeah, but it's cool. Ooh, there's a Tetris.
Wow, dipshit.
Boy.
Ooh, you're not doing well. I can
Well, I
see.
started
have that
on the
There's that
one.
line there that represents the other players. I can see how you're doing. Just poorly. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, you got it. You got it. Nope.
Damn it.
It's only 3, but it's still gonna be good.
Ooh, shit.
Man, this music is bringing me back.
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff.
There you go. Yeah, here you go. Oh, nice. very satisfying feeling.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Haha, eat shit. Eat shit.
Oh god, I can't get one
Literal
over there.
Tetris shit. Eat it.
I lost. I can't do anything now.
It's not letting me play. Oh, because I
won.
destroyed. Cool.
Yeah, all right. You won. That's 1 out of 4.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use the little powder room for a second.
Yeah, do what you got to do.
Go for it.
Tetris DS was a really good one, right? That's one I played a lot of.
DS or DX?
DS.
Yes,
Tetris
yes,
DS.
very good. Had a lot of cool modes.
Can I rotate into there? Nope, I don't think so. I don't think that worked in the Game Boy version. This is before they had Tetris perverts out there just destroying the sanctity of the game.
They didn't know that what they created could be ruined in
Yes.
such ways. God, okay, come on. Stop giving me so many squares for the love of God. For the love of God. Oh.
All right, game, you know what needs to happen now. Come on. Game, come on. Video game, come on.
No, whatever's happening over there is good, video game. You keep doing that. Don't worry about Jeff. He doesn't have feelings. It's okay to be mean to him. He says that Jeff said you can't bully adults. It's fine.
That's a good point.
Oh my god, I'm screwed though. Anyways, I'm done.
There we go.
Again.
It finally gave me the line piece I needed to destroy you.
Yeah, well, yeah. I got one piece way too late. I think I'm done.
Uh-oh, okay.
Funny that I can see what you're doing. Okay, yeah, alright.
Yeah.
This time for sure, though. This time for sure.
All right, okay.
I'm
Mario
not going
supremacy.
down. I'm not getting swept, that's for sure.
Oh, we'll see. Is this a big comeback?
I was always more of a panel pawn kind of guy. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
I gotta actually double check to angle these things correctly. Is that the right line? And they've really made Tetris much more user friendly later on.
Yeah, right. This is hard mode.
Yeah.
One line piece. I sure could use another one. What the
So
hell?
long, sucker!
Okay, thank God I just got a Tetris.
Oh shit.
Might be a little too late.
You. Oh.
Hey, Billy. It's okay. This is really intense. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep. Come on. Come on. Garbage should be more garbage-ish.
Oh my God! Stop that! Stop that! Stop that! Stop
Shit,
that!
shit, shit. Shit. Fuck me. No, you sack of
What?
shit!
It's a weird thing to come back to. As soon as I put my headphones on.
I'm done.
Please, 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 please.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I can't get over to the left.
Yes! Oh my
Done.
gosh!
Man.
Oh, that was intense. Woo!
What, was I swearing there for a second? I forget. I blacked out. This is a best. Oh, it's best out of 7. All right, here we go. All right.
Oh man, this is gonna be a long one.
Well, you don't have
Nah,
to.
I'm gonna win the
Once
next
I tie
two.
it up, we can stop there and call it. We're equally good. shit, I fucked up.
Man, not having the up to push it down immediately is actually strange now.
All right.
I did not do that.
Anybody in chat has any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll take a look at this question tab over here. How many more stamps on the card does Mike need to become a full duder? That is a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I think after this week, where he's like, you know, he did the Power Bombcast last week and was on a couple shows this week.
Dump truck yet.
Okay, let's get you on there. We'll call that.
Yeah. Everybody's asking about the Super Bowl coming up this weekend. I'll probably watch it here. I don't ever go out for that kind of stuff. We signed up for YouTube TV for the month for just for the playoffs. So I don't really watch a huge amount of TV, but it's nice to have it without having to do any of those weird websites where you can watch football without having an antenna.
Hey,
but just sign up for YouTube TV and gotta remember to
Stream East helps me out every once in a while when I get a region locked game. But yeah, I pay for.
We got to so we'll probably check that out. We have a pretty busy weekend. Yolanda's dad is going to get some surgery next week, so we're going to prep for that. She's going to be down there, and we have some friends visiting. My mom is coming to town next month, so it's you know how that is.
Oh yeah, for real.
Yeah, I don't really like going out to bars for football games anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
it's either dead and it's fun, but it's usually way too crowded for stuff like the Super Bowl. So,
Jeff, I got absolutely destroyed.
Oh wow, okay.
Wasn't even close. I just never had anything going there.
All right, let's here. Rory, do me a favor, and
sure.
I'm going to check out some of the other Game Boy single player games. Let me know if people would want to see do a poll for Kirby, Metroid, Octopath Traveler 2, or let's just say Power Pros Baseball. Let me know if you.
Power Pros Baseball.
Yeah, it's a full $1 on the eShop.
Yeah, I heard about that.
If you're on Twitch, this poll will not show up to you. This is on our site chat. Sorry about that. I don't really know.
There's polls on that, but no, we'll just run it on the site chat. That's fine.
Just run on site check.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, glad it's easy. I am looking at Twitch chat, but we have two chats. We have a site chat and a Twitch chat, and I'm looking at them both. I'm trying to multitask.
Have you played Gargoyle's Quest yet, Jeff?
No. Let's get in there.
It's really fun.
Let's try that out. I played it before, but I haven't played it since they put it on here. I do want to try. I want to show people Alone in the Dark as well.
Yes.
Metroid is. Actually, Power Pros Baseball is now winning that poll.
All right.
That actually didn't win the poll. So.
Chat.
It was close between that and Metroid.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll let them vote for a little bit. A great fire swept over the realm.
Poll's over.
Wiping out. Oh, okay. Wiping out the Destroyer's army.
Jeff, you have my permission to not read this.
Okay. Thank you. All right. An unknown army attacked. The king has been. Wah!
Yeah, they waited to release this until after the war was over.
Yeah, they are very strong. They have a tiny little mustache now. Firebrand, return to the realm immediately.
Why do you keep on disappearing?
Who, me? Well, you mean my character?
Yeah.
Probably because the Game Boy could only render so many things on a plane at any one time, so it has to like get rid of things to make it easier. All right. This is one of them computer RPGs on the Game Boy. Whenever I see that talk menu.
So wait, you play as a gargoyle in this one?
You play as a gargoyle from Ghosts and Goblins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the subtitle.
Yep.
And it's really cool. Like you have this kind of floating mechanic, and that W is how long you can be in the air. And whenever you land or even grab a wall, it recharges. So
it's like actually pretty cool. It feels really nice.
Yeah. It feels great. It's fun. I like this much better than just regular Ghosts and Goblins, to be honest.
Yeah.
The Super Nintendo kind of sequel to this is also very good. It's a little confusing because it's non-linear, not Metroidvania, but there's a bunch of levels you can like go back to unlock new areas. It can be kind of confusing where to go, but it's very good. But that's a cute sprite. I think they made Firebrand a playable character in Marvel's Capcom 3 or alternate Marvel's Capcom 3.
I wonder what people thought when they were making the original Ghosts and Goblins for the
They weren't
NES,
thinking.
because that game is fucking hard.
Yeah, they just weren't
It is
thinking.
very hard. I mean, so many. There's a lot of hard NES games. Well, it was an arcade game originally, so it was just.
True.
Of course, it's
quarter muncher.
Quarters. And it's like, well, I guess we're going to be faithful when we port this, right?
Quarter muncher
So
is one of those things that sounds racist but isn't.
Yeah.
Fucking quarter munchers.
I don't think it sounds racist. It sounds kind of like
Just it sounds
very
like it could be.
category.
Yeah.
But,
Oddly sexual.
oddly sexual. The weird thing about those games, though, is I think the first level is actually always the hardest in them. So I think a lot of people just can't beat that first level, understandably, and then it's like, well, it must only get harder from here. It's a memorization game, really, too. Like, it's not like a Mega Man or a Mario where you have a shot of beating these levels the first time.
Is that the Mega Man death animation there? The
Yeah, kind of.
shit flipping
Basically.
on screen?
It's Capcom. That would make sense.
One poor
There's,
programmer doing all these.
There's that level in Mega Man 7. I always forget his name because it's weird, but it's basically Count Dracula, man. If you like hold down the right buttons instead of his normal song, it just plays the song from Ghosts and Goblins when you play through that level. That's a neat little Easter egg. I'm a big Mega Man guy, Rory. I don't know if you know that about me.
I did not, but I'll accept that.
Yeah, just keep it in mind. All right, I'll come in useful in the future.
When was the last good Mega Man game?
11 was good. 11 was great. I like
that
11
recent?
a lot. Yeah, that was the last one they made a few years ago when they brought it back.
Okay.
Granted, it's like the only new one they made.
How long ago was that? Because now it feels like that could be like 8 years ago,
That
but it
might
wasn't
have been
that
4
long.
years ago now
4 years ago,
already,
okay.
which is weird to think of. It was during the 30th anniversary, which would have been, like, 2017, huh? So
What's Capcom up to except for like they're not? I mean, what are they doing?
they focus on Resident
They're
Evil.
focused on making a lot of money.
Yeah, I thought it was Konami.
Yeah, Konami's not doing much, but they're trying to do more. But yeah,
Trying to
they're
bring
doing
back
Resident
stuff.
Evil.
Yeah,
They're
that
doing
is Capcom,
what else? They're doing a new what's that one game that everyone likes? Dragon's Lair, Dragon's Dogma.
Oh yeah.
They're doing one of those.
I'll
They're doing a
play
second
some
one
more
of
of
those.
that. Dragon's Dogma is good.
Devil May Cry 5 was a big hit. They'll make another one of those.
Yeah.
And Monster Hunter's huge. Yeah, they've kind of zeroed in on their big franchises that do well, and they've gone all in on them with that RE engine.
What am I supposed to do here?
Which sadly means, but they also like do things like collections of the Game Boy Advance Mega Man.
Yeah, they're putting out Mega Man
RPGs.
Battle Network.
Yeah, and they're porting Ghost Trick now to Switch, which is cool.
Don't forget, after UPF, I'll be spooling up some magic as well. Stick in this very chat room. Whether you're on Twitch or on site chat, we'll just go right into some magic like 5 minutes after this gets done.
It's weird I
with some
never
new
got
cards.
that much into Magic, and yet I played a lot of Hearthstone.
Die!
I
Right.
really the Magic Arena. I play an insane amount. I think I played like 2,000 games last year or something like that. I mean, pull up my stats on Arena because they send you every year. They send you people are pinging me on. Also, I should mention the video player stuff is still being worked on. If you're having problems with the site video player, there's a bug reporting forum. Thread about it. I'm putting it onto a spreadsheet for our engineers to look into. We're trying our best to bring back some of the functionality that might have gone missing or any of the bugs that you've been seeing. I don't have a lot of information on timing of that kind of stuff, but I am collating. Your bug reports are very helpful. Thank you for that. So yes, if you have any problems with the video player on giantbomb.com, please do let me know in the bug reporting forum. I appreciate that.
Save. All right. Wait. Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, I'm getting more. Wow. I'm getting some weird
Now,
arena stuff.
If this game looks like trash, this is Alone in the Dark, the new nightmare. What you need to do is just zoom out, like move far away from it, and it begins to come into focus a little bit. Okay, maybe not this screen so
Is
much.
this a magic eye painting or something?
Yeah, basically.
Look, I know people have been laughing at this. I think this kind of rules
I
that
like
this
it too.
exists.
I like
I
it.
kind of like it.
Oh my god, it's like the bridge is
Like
like
this,
going over you.
like the fact that somebody made a Resident Evil style horror game for Game Boy Color is incredible to me. And it it works fine.
And you play as Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, it does look very much like him. The screen transitions are pretty quick too. I'm curious what they were like originally.
I'm sure they were this fast. I mean, it's cartridge, right? So there's like no loading ever.
Yeah, you don't have a door animation like
You're a fucking werewolf. Look at that face.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
a
Look at that thing.
werewolf.
Werewolf?
Werewolf.
I'm sick of this werewolf.
Everyone betrayed me. I'm sick of being alone in the dark. I like how they do have to be like they do have to just put that symbol, that penis symbol, on any item you can pick up because you can't make it distinguishable.
Look at that font. A clip of bullets lying on the ground. Someone must have been in a hurry to reload and drop them.
Yes, the font is very hard to read. It's very unpleasant.
Yep.
Randomly, you'll just load into action sequences instead of
it's got random battles.
Yeah.
Look how small he gets. I love it.
It's so good.
That's how he moves.
Tank controls.
Yeah, that's how he moves in the background. Yeah, you're right. It's full 3D controls.
Like, I kind of want to play through this, although I eventually did just get lost. Like, I couldn't.
Oh yeah, I'm totally lost. I have no idea where to go.
Right. Like Resident Evil.
I think it's blue. I wonder what these. I
wonder the source of the aircraft.
Is this a port or is this an actual like full GBA?
It's not GBA. This is Game Boy Color.
Okay, Game Boy Color.
Is that impressive though?
It is.
So they made like a reboot of Alone in the Dark. The first Alone in the Dark predates Resident Evil. Then Resident Evil was a hit, so they made a new one around this time, and it like came out on Dreamcast and some other things. And then they also just made a version of it for Game Boy Color, and that's what this.
And these are pre-rendered backgrounds.
This needs an epilepsy warning with all these flashing lights.
I know.
Yeah, I'm curious. They took pictures and took out 99% of the pixels and threw them in the game.
Yeah, just crush it through the JPEG again.
I was telling this story to people recently, but I was dealing with some kind of the Excel thing for Shopify having a 1 meg. You have to do I had to do 7 Excel split files to try to get them back into Shopify. But back in the day at CBS, we used this thing called Tracks for our expense reporting, and I think it was originally like an IBM kind of program for I think
Power PC or something.
Expenses. It was for expense reports, but I think it was originally for airlines or something like that. It was really janky. Imagine every time we did an expense report for TGS or E3 or something like that, we had to put in. You have to take receipts, images of receipts. If you're not familiar with expense reports, they do ask you to prove what you've been paying for, not just give us all the money. All of the receipts put together had to be under 2 megs. So every time we took and by the time smartphones were rolling around, the receipts were, every image that you take on your goddamn phone now is 12, 15 megs or something like that. We'd have to run them all through IrfanView and compress them down to be 100 KB a piece. Because we have I'd come back with E3 for 40 receipts. All of them had to be under 2 megs combined total. I compared to the expense reporting and accounting stuff that Fandom has, that was a world away.
Rough.
I'm really happy with the kind of getting people paid and expensing the stuff. And have you used your company card at all, Jeff? The Brex card?
No, I've not. What is this for?
Use it for.
Is this for getting Ubers or something?
The Brex is just a company card. You can use it on anything, but it's not tied to any of your personal accounts. It's not tied to your bank account. You don't pay it. It just goes to the company.
I should have used that to buy my Mister.
Yeah, I know. Well, anything that you misuse it for, I'm sure they will call you about. But the cool thing is,
they forgot to pay my my premiums last month, so they owe me money anyhow.
Oh yeah, I heard about that too. Yeah. But yeah, the company card thing is really weird because it automatically uploads receipts for some stuff. You don't have to worry about it. It'll automatically do it based on your invoice or whatever. I'm getting the weeds here on Fandom internal operatings, but it was weird to just get a company card in the mail without having to ask for one.
I don't know if I got one in the mail. I don't know if I got one. I don't know if I got included on that mailing list.
I'll show you what mine looks like front and back, and I'll put it right on camera so you know if you got one or not.
That's good. Yeah, do that.
Great. Just go and do that.
Oh, rusty iron key, which looks okay.
I'll put it on Twitter later. Don't worry about it.
All right, it's got to be the key to the door I just was at. Okay, Jesus Christ, game. It's so disorienting.
It is, and having the dude's face pop up every time he has something to say is a choice for sure. Orange flask, an old man of shadow.
Listen to this. Brown, brown, brown. You guys can't hear it, but every time I go from one item to the next, it goes wow, wow, wow.
Very good.
Dan Reichert in chat says he's been in VR for most of the day, and I don't think my brain works anymore.
Oh, I think I'd be so sick. It sucks because VR is amazing as a technology, and there are some great games. I had to review Half-Life Alyx, and it's obviously a great game.
How does this work?
Playing it kind of makes me sick. After a while.
I am extremely glad I've never had to do a game guide for VR. That came out well after my game guide days, because the thought of having to take that helmet on and off every time I wanted to write something down. Like I was talking about in the chat before, I would always, you'd play for like 2 minutes and you'd write for a minute on any kind of game. It's a lot of putting down and writing and putting down controllers and everything like that. I'm so glad I don't have to do that for anything VR.
You have to find a crowbar, Jeff. Go around the other side of the house.
Okay.
Don't worry, I got the hot alone-in-the-dark strats for you.
Awesome. I was just hoping my key would work. Wait, what? This side of the house?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. Oh, just worked at the shed? Okay. Yes.
There you go.
All right, let's cause some mayhem.
That's a great picture of a crowbar.
Yeah, one of the best I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of pictures of crowbars. Let's go.
See, I played
do a little B&E.
2,081 games of Magic online last year, so that's about what, 5 a day, 6 a day, something like that.
Sounds right.
4, 5 a day or so. I won 873 of them, so I am a less than 50% win rate in Magic the Gathering, but I still enjoy it.
Man, look at
What's
this.
worse, writing game guides or reviews? You know, I haven't really written many reviews in my life. Game guides, I would say, I bemoan the time I spent on it, but it is, if you're writing game guides, I could probably talk about that for hours. It's very task focused kind of writing. Like, you're just really explaining what happens in a game. There's not a huge amount of room for flourish or creative writing. It's very much like technical manual kind of style writing. So in a way that was pretty easy. Like, it's not, you're not saying anything controversial. You're not trying to make a judgment call on a game.
Right, they spent money on a game. They're just trying to get back to the game and play the game that they were playing. I actually was talking to someone who used to write guides today at lunch. And
it's a brutal business. So I mean,
yeah.
like IGN got ahead of the wiki stuff really quick for wiki, like community written guides. GameFAQs has been doing it I wrote for GameFAQs in the late 90s. If you ever look up the Rhino Tank FAQ for Grand Theft Auto 3, you'll find that. Or I think I still have the most upvoted Jedi Outcast FAQ
awesome.
over there. But the economics of it have gotten so fucking brutal. Like, when I started writing, I probably, if you've been on Giant Bomb for a while, this old boring story, but when I started in the late 90s for GameSpot as a freelancer, it was $2,000 per game guide. When I came back to it, they stopped doing a lot of freelance stuff with the .com crash in 2001. Came back to it a couple years later when they had a freelance budget. It was down to $1,000. I think I did 1 or 2 after I got laid off from GameSpy for like $250 or something like that. So in real term value of like writing a whole game guide, it's basically chicken feed at this point. I know
this game looks great when you stand 10 feet away from your iPad. Exactly. Sorry, Rory, keep going.
No, it's just, it's something I really enjoy doing. Like, the good thing, especially about GameSpot, is I had like a forward-facing email address, and I could people would email stuff in and suggestions for the guide, or get like thank yous. Like, it was really having a tough time with this part. Appreciate the help, all that kind of stuff. I really did. I like direct feedback for what I do. So, especially if it's nice, and if it's not nice, I don't want to hear it at all.
Exactly.
Which is, after the invention of Twitter, is not always the case anymore. But no, I spent a good 8 years of my life doing game guides, mostly for GameSpot and GameFAQs and some other sites, some print ones too. I don't know, it was always very satisfying, just like, trying to figure something out and helping people do stuff. It's there's a reason a lot of people do it for free on GameFAQs or wikis and things like that. It's just, it's a nice feeling to know that you're helping people.
All right, well, that was Alone in the Dark. Let's Oriole 3.
You know what that shooting section reminded me of there? Oregon Trail.
Oh yeah, it's a lot like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not like that.
Like Punch Out, Grubb?
Oh yeah. Somebody just mentioned the Oblivion guide that I did. That was 80,000 words in like 3 weeks or something like that. And eventually ChatGPT will just be playing the games and writing game guides for us.
Exactly, yeah. No! Man down!
Oh no, Wario died.
Well, that's the end.
Yeah, that was somebody who's mentioning the highest viewed GB video. The highest all-time page view story in GameSpot history, it might still be the Twilight Princess game guide that it did.
Interesting.
That was like, last time I checked, it was like 80 million page views or something like that. Something insane.
GameSpot?
That was GameSpot, yeah.
I remember because GameSpot gave that game like an 8.8 or something.
That was Jeff
Freaked out.
Grossman. I wrote a blog about that saying people shouldn't take it so serious, and I got talked to by my manager at the time. But yeah, he got like death threat. He got like death threats and shit. So that was a really funny one because that was a Wii game on pre-release, and he got done with it for his review, and he handed it off to me. And I basically stayed at the office for 72 straight hours over the weekend trying to beat Twilight Princess and write that game guide. And it was like literally there sleeping in the office on Saturday and Sunday night trying to get it done before it came out, I think on a Tuesday. So, but yeah, that the Kessler Skyrim Daedric Artifacts video, some of the weirdest stuff, like the highest trafficked YouTube video of all time for Giant Bomb is still the Skyrim thing that Matt Kessler did like 10 years ago.
Yeah, Dan, I'm gonna get into the Mister this weekend. That's the plan. I'm gonna mess around with it. See, there's a lot of the cores are already on there. I just need to add some games for some of them. So yeah, I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah, somebody in chat, Xotl, I always can never pronounce the name, but just one copy. Yeah, Nintendo and most other game people would only send out one copy for, unless it's a big multiplayer thing, they'd only send out one copy for review, and you got to like hopefully a week before it came out. Hopefully more than that. Sometimes not always, but usually get one copy, and if they find some of them, if they found that you had a game guide ready to go the day it launched, they would get really pissy about it because they knew that you were using the review copy for game guide purposes.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yes.
Yeah, I think was it Cliffy B who got started talking about suing people for game guides or something like 10 years ago?
Cliffy B told me to eat a dick one time.
Yeah, he did.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's he up to nowadays?
He's
telling people to eat dicks.
He's doing victory laps on behalf of Hogwarts Legacy.
Yes, because he's a cool guy. All right, the temple. There we go. All right.
He doesn't make games anymore, that's for sure.
Oh, I can probably. That tree's not gonna block me. All right.
I love how he has to be the real Cliffy B on Twitter because somebody else is actually Cliffy B.
But that guy is also just Cliffy B, and now they have this weird complex. Like, well, I'm not the real Cliffy B because I'm not as popular.
Oh boy.
I'm real too. Uh-oh.
I love this
That's
animation.
good animation. So people haven't played this one. If you only know Wario Land from the first one, which is a pretty traditional 2D platformer, Wario Land 2 and 3 are kind of puzzle platformers. Wario doesn't have a health bar, he can't die, but different attacks do kind of different things to him when he gets hit and put him in different states. He'll pop up like a balloon, he'll be turned into a zombie and stuff like that. You kind of have to use these states to solve environmental puzzles to get these different keys and other things in the level. And sometimes you'll unlock a new ability later, like a ground pound, and you have to go back to a level to kind of figure that out. So it's like a segmented Metroidvania, also, kind of.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yo,
What's Wario's whole deal?
He likes money.
he likes money. It doesn't like Mario, but his like for money is way stronger than his dislike for Mario.
Yes, absolutely. That tree
is fucked up.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
Anthropomorphic tree. I can't talk.
I know what to do about this tree. Let's catch him on fire. No? All right.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. It's instead of dying, you get hit by fire, you actually run really fast for a bit. You can kind of run through some things.
So, Jeff Grubb, what's the deal with Bobby Kotick? Is he sticking around? Because I saw he was fucking up their acquisition stuff in Europe. I thought at this point he'd be kind of being told to shut up and eventually leave. But is he going to stick around after that merger?
No one can tell him to shut up. If the merger happens, I don't think he'll stick around. But he did say if the merger, I think this was reporting from Fox News, apparently saying that if the merger doesn't go through, Bobby Kotick is saying he'll stay, like a threat. So, yeah. So that was just today that got reported. So,
whoever wins, we lose.
Yes, exactly. Whoever wins, we lose. It's Alien versus
I love
Predator.
and he's definitely a predator.
You
Allegedly.
probably talked about it, but him like going into the EU and saying they better prove it, man, or else we're gonna double down. They're like, okay, we're gonna look extra hard into what you're talking about now. I might have fucked it all up.
I mean, just he's so bad at it because he just made it sound so like heinous.
It's like you better do it, or else we're gonna get really mad at you.
Yeah.
Like, well, but European regulators are pretty powerful. You probably don't want to be pissing
I know,
them
and then he
off,
goes like, and those sneaky Chinese, and it's like, what, Bobby God, what the hell are you? Just shut up, you weirdo. Yeah, Bobby
Just
God,
become
not
a
good at
movie
his job.
star and leave us alone, right?
Yeah,
Here's an,
exactly. Moneyball. Yep.
Got an IMDb page.
I was thinking about where he was. Like he was in that, wasn't he? Good
Yes,
Lord.
he was.
Moneyball is
the,
one of my all-time weird favorite Hollywood stories because I'm a huge Steven Soderbergh fan. Just love everything he does, and he was fired from Moneyball 4 days before they were start filming because he wanted to have like interviews with real like MLB players that were involved in the story.
That would have been cool.
It would have been weird, but they fired him like 4 days before filming, and it wound up being a very good movie, anyways.
Yeah,
but I always found it fun. Like that has only happened that close to filming on like Ant-Man was one of them, and then obviously Solo like halfway through filming.
Right.
But in terms of like
Piranha
4 days
3.
before Brad Pitt is ready to roll on a camera, like you fire the director, that is a weird one.
Yeah, Piranha 3, they had James Cameron, and then like basically they just had James Cameron on because the guy wasn't allowed to direct movies anymore according to his investors. So he just had James Cameron on so he could basically fire him, but he wasn't allowed to fire him. So James Cameron just stayed at his hotel for like weeks at a time while someone else was directing Piranha 3.
Yeah. Yeah, Edge Right was a lot earlier than like 4 days, but it was Ant-Man turned out really well. I was really pleased with it. I think two was one of my least favorite Marvel movies. I'm not sure why.
Very forgetful.
Yeah. I'm curious about the new one. Is that this weekend, Quantumania, or is they next week?
This weekend or next weekend?
They probably wouldn't do it the Super Bowl weekend, I don't think.
That's a good point.
Ant-Man, Quantum. I really do like this actor they have playing Kang. He was in the last
we
Loki.
were talking about him on
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors, yep.
He's really, really good.
Yep. Very handsome individual.
Am I losing my blue check mark soon?
I'm sure
it is
all
next
are.
week.
Next week. Those are the ones that are truly corrupt. Jesus. Okay.
Is he saying that again? Because he said that before, I think.
Yeah, he said today, legacy blue checks will be removed soon. Those are the ones that are truly corrupt. Okay.
All right, dude.
Elon, I muted the references to Elon from like my Reddit and my Twitter.
I should have. And I regret. I'm sorry for bringing it up here, but I just
I have blocked him.
Yeah, I blocked him and muted his name, and somehow after he got acquired, like that mute disappeared from my mute list on Twitter. So it was like, okay, great, awesome.
What do I do here with the zombie power? I wonder if it's just nothing.
Here might be more of a detriment. I don't know. Sometimes you need it to like fall through the walls.
Oh, come on. All right, whatever.
Yeah, isn't that, There you go. Can't kill that which is already dead.
Mm-hmm.
I like how he's a gross, goopy zombie too.
Yeah, for real. Like he's a swamp thing almost.
So people, I don't want to make a big thing about it, but I did stop tweeting last year for the most part. I do have a Mastodon, but which I haven't really dug into too much. Maybe I'll try to post that at some point because I do have this weird itch. We've also been talking about making a premium channel on our Discord just for my dumb tweet thoughts because I have a lot of those. Maybe we'll get back to that at some point, like tweets and fleets, because my fleets were very famous.
Yeah, you had the best fleets.
The dumbest thing I've ever done. My brain is like half very high-minded, highfalutin shit, and then the
Half
dumbest dick
fleets.
jokes you've ever had in your life.
That's a good combination, though.
I want to make a very the pornography I will make in my future lecherous days will be extremely intellectually stimulating and physically stimulating.
Though.
What was that, Mike?
I said, excuse me. I said, how stinky will the dicks be, though?
We found a title for UPF. UPF, Stinking Dicks.
Yeah.
Stinky Dicks.
Stinky Dick episode.
Giant Bomb, only the stinkiest dicks for you.
All right, Dan, this is good content.
Yeah.
Look, as creative director, you should be taking notes.
Yeah, well, you might learn something today.
You might learn something. Go back to VR. Go
Yeah.
back to your fantasy world.
Yeah, try to live in the real world for once. This is why your generation is doomed.
Dan Reichert is saying we're supposed to be
Yeah, I know.
journalists in chat.
Ah, that's a
I'm a
right.
burgeoning erotic artist, my friend. I can't be. This is off the books work. Look for me on Literotica later on.
No, that
If you can find my username on there, I'll be very impressed.
Mr. Insider says that all the gaming journalists are corrupt.
That's right, yeah.
Hive mind peddling,
Yeah,
whatever.
we're part of the hive
anyways,
mind,
no,
the group think.
Yeah, groupthink. It's just, yeah, it's just repeating Kotaku in action.
Yep.
Words down.
Yes, we are all sneak press fucks these
Uh-huh.
Yes, of course. Our agendas.
agendas for stinky dicks.
Stinky dick agenda. Let's go.
That's even a better title, Stinky Dick Agenda. Holy shit, that is like
SEO.
that is like cellar door of
Well, the most beautiful phrase in the
English
English language.
Stinky Dick.
Dan says, quit saying stinky dick.
And then he says, that's my thing, so quit saying it. That's for me only. All right, Dan, jeez, we'll get off your
All right,
turf.
Jeff, you got to get a 3-star. You got to get a 3 heart. Ooh,
All right, whatever, I'll take that.
What did you switch to Mario Land 2? I didn't even notice.
A little bit ago.
Really, I'm getting a lot more meeting invites to my fandom. Urgent.
Urgent,
Oh,
the Stinky Dick Agenda. Please say yes on your calendar.
Dan says his penis is scentless. He must be using our ball deodorant.
Yeah,
Jeff.
exactly, the ball toner.
Dude,
Yeah,
I gotta say, man,
advertise
one of the things I enjoy fandom is a very good company to work for. They seem like a very
Yeah, when you say it like that, it's very believable, so keep going.
Yeah, it sounds really weird. I don't like having meetings at 7:30 in the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and say that.
Yeah,
Right
that
off.
seems
Oh.
fair. That's like a totally reasonable thing to not like.
Yeah, so
it.
people who might not.
10 on Fridays, and I don't like that either.
Oh my
And I'm
God.
like, this is too early.
Yeah, I So unfortunately, a lot of the engineers and there's some product people as well who were in Poland. I guess a lot of fandom and Wikia came from Poland as well. So you have to be accommodating of time zones for everybody, and sometimes that means you're getting up at 7. I used to do that for Obsidian when I worked there. I had to talk to people in France because Infogrames is in France, so I'd have to be at work at like 7:30. I'd take it after taking like an hour-long bus ride.
Infograms made Alone in the Dark the new nightmare.
That's so funny. They made that Alone in the Dark port we were just playing.
Oh,
How about that? Coming full circle.
Yeah, it was Atari
at this
at
guy.
the time. That was after they bought the name Atari.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn you a
And,
fucking ball.
Yeah, the joke. The
Sorry.
joke at Obsidian was that Atari was, or Sega was Japanese for Atari because they were both very bad to work for.
What? Sega? No way.
Well, Sega did cancel the Aliens game we were working on and had to lay off half the company. The day, I don't know if I've ever told that story, but I walked in and Obsidian had moved to a new office building. There were 2 main entrances, one for all the engineers, and most of the company would go that way, and then the admin staff would go through like the main lobby. Past the main like conference room and where all of the owners' offices were, and I walked in one day, and the main conference room had the blinds totally shut, and I saw the 5 owners looking at a spreadsheet, and then I walked by the HR lady's HR person's office, and she and the EA were like writing checks in a big checkbook on the floor, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh no.
You tell me that half the company's getting laid off without telling me half the company's getting laid
for
off.
real, Jesus.
Yeah, jeez.
That was
They later on released that awesome Alien game by Gearbox, right?
Right, so that made up for everything.
Yeah, those were both in development at the same time, and they would talk about one or the other.
Hey, can I ring this
Aliens
bell?
RPG.
I just miss it.
I don't know what
You missed it.
I wasn't super involved in that game because it was still pretty early on, but I know Josh Sawyer was like super into the idea of working on an Aliens game, and it was a real bummer to have that one canceled. But
I bet it would have been much better.
Yes.
You know, the first gaming industry thing Jeff and I ever did together was a theater preview at a PAX East for Alpha Protocol.
That's right, yeah.
where was that?
PAX
At
East.
PAX East.
Yeah, we were in the room for that. There's a demonstration of of Alpha Protocol.
I might have been there as well. I'm not sure. I wasn't running those demos for a lot. Those are more producers on it. I became a producer on that like halfway through because they had lost a lot of producers after they laid off everybody. So
I think we should try to find a way to play some of that.
Yeah, we should actually. I was really impressed because Jeff asked the question. I was so scared. It's like one of my first, like actual like gaming journalist like things I did in person.
Hot off the presses. Oh, you know, if I'm here on UPF, I can give you live
Yeah, what's the
engineering
news,
updates.
sir?
Laura, our lead of engineering, a new issue was reported that on Giant Bomb users cannot play the premium version of videos for videos created since the 2.1 video release. This is specific to the. I don't know if I should actually read her words verbatim, but that is a known issue that is apparently being fixed. They have a fix. Probably won't be pushed today, but the video player is a work in progress. It was a very kind of quick release, and sorry for all the trouble.
Updated for sure.
Yeah, this is your favorite game.
Yep, Link's Awakening. I love this game. It's a game that kind of taught me what video games were. I've been playing video games for a long time before this. Oh, I gotta get my shield. Look at me, embarrassing myself.
Is this Minish Cap? Or this is a Zelda game?
This is Link's Awakening. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening.
Somebody,
yeah, go ahead.
sorry to interrupt, but somebody's asking, can you play the new Game Boy games in Game Boy Color mode?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that this here?
So this is a Game Boy Color game, so it's just already Game Boy Color mode. But like we can go back and show Tetris real quick. There's some stuff.
What happens if you set? Can you set this with the Game Boy filter still and have it look?
It should work that way, right?
I think Link's Awakening DX still played on the original Game Boys.
All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like no, I think it just because it's DX.
You already have it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think they should do it automatic. Well, DX is a black
That's
cartridge,
neat.
so it should work in Game Boy, right? So, but yes, you can do Game Boy Pocket and stuff like that, and Game Boy Color. So there's Game Boy Color. So now if we were to play, you know, hang on, let's do this.
Would 2 would be a good one.
Oh,
So the
I had
Game
to
Boy
reset. All right.
Color. The Game Boy Color, was that came out after the Game Boy, obviously. Did that like upscale or like automatically add colors to Game Boy games, or were they even compatible?
It had like palettes and stuff. Like like
Okay.
this. This is like a little bit different.
Right, but some games were made for the Game Boy
Yeah.
Color in mind, so they had like more going on than that. So you can see like some of them have the sidebar that say Game Boy Color, like Alone in the Dark.
Yeah, like here. Let's see. That's a little bit more colorful. I never liked the look of this, Mike. I never did.
I know you're a Game Boy Color hater. I like this fine.
I'm not a Game Boy Color hater. I don't like the way Game Boy games looked on the Game Boy Color.
I'm not a Game Boy Color hater. I just hate the way Game Boy Color games look.
I like the Game Boy Color native games. Any clear cartridge game was awesome, but
All right, you
these
don't like
ones,
this,
these
though.
weird ones. That's why I don't like Link's Awakening DX. I like Link's Awakening.
That's different though, because that is actually just a Game Boy Color game.
Yeah, but it's got a similar sort of vibe to it, where it's like it's clearly just an original Game Boy game that's been paletted. It's got a little bit wider palette, but not that much wider.
How'd you feel about the Super Game Boy?
Super Game Boy, I think did a little bit better because you got a tiny different. You got different options a lot of the times, but it wasn't that much better.
Let's not forget to get a little Metroid in here before we wrap. today.
Yeah.
I think,
Which
a lot
one?
of
Which
people-
one won? Metroid or the baseball?
A baseball, I believe. Yeah,
Okay.
that was baseball.
All right, let's do that then. Let's
See that? Why don't you show a little bit of Metroid 2, then do the baseball?
Okay.
And again, I will be coming right. Give me 5 minutes. We'll load up into some magic right after this. Not for too long, but I do want to. I got some decks.
This one has a pretty good.
This is
This
actually
just
pretty
a Game Boy
good.
Color palette. but
Yeah,
is
this looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm a liar. This is actually nice.
I barely ever played this version of this game.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I played the remake on 3DS, and I know there's that fan remake people like a lot.
So, same as
where I
a
live
bounty
now.
hunter, right? Who
Yes.
pays for bounties?
The
The international
Federation.
Yeah, the
government,
Space Federation or whatever.
Space Federation. Okay. Are
I
they
guess
like
private
corrupt or they
people
good
could,
guys?
too. They're not corrupt. They're okay. They're kind of like Space Marine like douchebags sometimes, I think. But I guess they're better than the Space Pirates, which are literally monsters that will kill you.
Now she's the last of the Chozo people. or
Not a
something?
Chozo. She was raised by
Yeah,
them.
adopted by
and there were supposed
like
to be no more
infused by
Chozo.
them, I think, a little bit.
Yeah, they
She's
gave her some
also,
DNA.
and we're out of spoiler territory. She's also the last Metroid. So now Samus, who people used to call Metroid, is Metroid. One of the best
Has
things
she
that ever
ever
happened in a
talked?
video game. Yes.
Has she ever
Other
talked
M,
in,
she talked
in
a lot.
Metroid
No,
Dread,
other
she
M?
has
Okay, I
one
never seen that
line in Metroid Dread, and it fucking rules. It's a great moment in that game. It shows
Get
that she
off
can
my
talk.
plane!
It's a lot like that. It shows that she can talk the entire time, and just decides, no, I'm not gonna talk because I don't have to. I'm just too much of a badass.
Very samurai-esque.
I kind of want to play this now, Jeff. I mean, what's
Yeah.
annoying here, Metroid 1's the same way where
No
you
map.
don't have a map. You kind of
But-
get through a Metroid 1. I mean, you're supposed to look at your, like, Nintendo Power issue with the map
Right.
on it.
You're supposed to
really,
call
but
1-800 Nintendo or whatever. Yeah. 1-900. Excuse me.
It is kind of annoying to play with these games without crap.
You think that was a big revenue driver for Nintendo
Yes.
back in the day? That Nintendo.
Hey,
what
we
were
were
they
talking
called?
about guides. Yep. Yes,
No.
it was.
Yeah, man. Hey, $5 a minute or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, LucasArts used to have one too, right? The LucasArts Help Hotline.
And like the idea was like not just would it drive revenue, but it would cause people to beat games faster, so they would go out and buy new games faster. So
Tedious.
get them on every side. And then when you control the market so much that you've done things that are illegal that are anti-competitive, just give people a $5 coupon so they can go spend more money on your games. Pretty devious company.
Apparently, Bounty Hunter was a mistranslation. I'm being told.
Oh, but I think it's canon
It's
now.
canon now.
Okay.
It definitely is.
Maybe originally it was, but
Okay, it's automatically shooting. All right, that's cool. I hold down.
yeah, the song's good. This one I bet you could beat pretty fast. With
Yeah.
the route and all that stuff.
Right, this you're just tracking down all the Metroids, right?
Right, and it doesn't have that, like, so obviously the 3DS remake added quite a bit, especially at the end, and made it a bit more substantial, but this one I bet is pretty straightforward.
So are Metroids actually like morally evil, or do they just they're just like animals
They're
that want
animals,
to consume?
right? They're just like
They're animals, yeah.
But Mother Brain can think and has decisions to make
Mother
about
Brain
being
is
evil?
not a Metroid. Mother Brain was created by the Federation Force as, like, a fancy... not quite an AI, but something similar to that. Then she went corrupt.
Oh,
Started
well,
into space.
when has that ever happened with
Never.
an AI? That's, God damn.
I mean, it's literally like supposed to be like Mother from Alien, right? Everything
Yeah.
here is very alien. If I'm getting my Metroid lore right, it's been a bit.
Yeah.
This is a really good Game Boy sprite, though, right? Like,
Yes. Yeah. It actually, and this I think I like this Game Boy Color palette more than I like the Game Boy palette. So not always true.
There you go. Okay, well, I'm glad you're a liar already.
Yep. Leave me alone! Stop ganging up on me!
Stop ganging up on me! It's about time somebody ganged up on you, mister.
See, she agrees with bullying adults.
What kind of drugs do you take?
What kind of drug do you take? I don't
This
know.
is prime
Stop ganging up on
2023
me.
content here. Just quoting the room.
People
That's
love
comedy.
that.
Yeah,
Oh my God!
sure.
Get off my nuts! All
This-
right.
You have missiles, by the way.
All right. I should use missiles. Okay. Well, too bad. Let's
All right, let's see
Power
what this baseball
Pros.
game's.
Power prose is like when you have powerful prose in your poetry. So it's
Okay.
a poetry writing game.
I know why this looks familiar, because
Yeah.
that Beast, the Beast, or whatever how you pronounce it, the guy who's playing all Nintendo 64
The
games.
Konami game.
Yeah, he's played a couple basebable games that look just like
Yeah,
this. and they
Power
have
Prose it goes
story
way
modes.
back. Yes.
Yeah, so this is that. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Cool.
What?
Pick your country, Jeff. I mean, what?
Oh wow.
I
They put
live
us at the
in Poland,
bottom of the
Ohio, so I
list.
should pick Poland.
Ooh, we get to pick our state too. Oh.
Can I sound like a real asshole for a bit?
Yeah,
I
you
think
can
USA should be
Should
at the
always be
top
at the
of
top
any
of the
country
list.
selector.
Yes, it should.
I know that's
We have
super
the
offensive
biggest
to anybody
wallets,
else.
so put us at the top. All right?
Yeah.
You hear me?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna get canceled for that one.
My
but
forefathers did
Our
it.
country.
I type UN because that sounds like I'm a fan of the UN with the black helicopters and shit, man. Just put us at the top.
Yeah. I've been told my whole life that USA is number one. It should be at the top.
Yeah, right. Number one.
What'd you do with us? Oh.
I'll put this back. Don't worry.
Do. I'm gonna have that stuck in my head forever now. Jeff, I don't think anything triggers happiness in my brain more than the those music notes they play when you reload a save in Metroid games, but specifically in Metroid Prime.
God, it's so good in Metroid Prime.
And when they play it just when you start the game that first time, like right before you take control.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
I'm Kokoro
Hibikino.
Hibikino.
Bet.
An announcer on Powerful TV. I've been waiting
I
a
almost
long
said
time for a hit on Powerful TV.
This is a $1, you said?
Yep. They want to like get a big audience, so they're like really undercharging for it. I think people are going to ignore it because it's $1. But you just go, you just go spend use your 100 coins or whatever. Just go get it. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
connect
there
the
is a
internet.
point where you underprice price things.
Yeah.
But this looks cool. I kind of want to play
And
this.
these games were so good on DS. I played a couple of them on DS for a long time. So like when I would be on my break, I'm like, a match of baseball is like pretty cool to get in like 10, 15 minutes. And this game, it makes it very. Do I have to like actually read the privacy policy? Never mind.
That's awesome.
$1
Are
too
you a
much.
baseball guy, Rorie?
What was that?
Are you a baseball guy?
I like sports in general. All I can think of right now is how these people masturbate with these kind of hands, because they have no fingers at all. They're just little blobs of hands.
They're all going right up the butt. That's all they're doing. It's all stimulation.
You know, I was gonna bring back stinky dicks. I was like, okay, I shouldn't. I should move on. I should grow up.
All loops back around to masturbation at some point.
Stinky stumps.
Stinky stumps.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Chill out, game.
Wow. Look at this. Wow. You got all kinds of stuff.
Do a lot of things.
Oh, alphanumeric. All right.
Alphanumeric, my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's what we call those letters. Jeffson.
It looks most like an E. All right. All right.
There's that. Good enough. Okay, let's put together a team. Man, we're great job, voters. You voted for this. We could be playing Metroid Prime. Instead, we're looking at all the flags of the world. Like
let's do the American thing and get all our players from Cuba. All right.
I think it's the DR is now the
Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going old school then.
Anywhere but from the U.S. Please
Focus on batting. Yeah.
It's shameful because like the way MLB treats Central American and Southern American players is pretty fucking shameful. Like they are very aggressively underpaid and thrown into minor leagues for like 10 years before they But MLB is. When you're at the top 1% of baseball players, you get paid a shitload of money. Everybody else has to wait like 8 years to have any kind of power over what they make. It's really kind of a screwed up sport in a way.
One player, normal setting. CPU strength, normal. Yeah, right. Cuba. What's happening?
Cuba versus Cuba.
Okay. Use designated hitter. Sure, why not?
Oh, you better use a designated hitter. We're
American League here. American League supremacy. My country, 'tis of these.
The sweet land of League. Yeah, fuck the National League.
To answer your question, I really like baseball. I like baseball. I like going to baseball more than watching it. Look at these hands, though. How do you touch the junk?
Go to a baseball game is great.
At it.
No, he's holding a baseball bat, so like you just create a hole where the penis goes.
Just bonk, 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 bonk.
It's probably better.
Yeah, this is a much better world for masturbating.
We're gonna get out to so we live like a mile away from the A's stadium here in Oakland, and I think next year it could possibly be the last time they play in Oakland. So we'll probably try to get up to a few games. They're a terrible team. Their payroll's like $5, but it's so fun to go out.
Them.
But I kind of like it when Cleveland is bad because then the prices are really cheap. You go there and there's nobody there. It's still fun to go.
Yep, it's really fun to just go hang out and drink a few beers in the afternoon in the outfield and like yell at the opposing team's outfielders. It's not in a mean way, in a fun way.
In a fun way.
All right, I'm gonna load the bases.
There you go. Whoa, look at this guy.
Yeah, all right, jeez.
That's an aggressive looking protrusion on his face. Bam. Oh, nice.
Hey, that's like a college baseball crowd.
Yeah.
I don't know how to send the
Little League
World Series ahead. Okay, I'll just hit a home run right here.
Jeff lives right by is it a AA team that's right by
I think it's AA, yeah.
Yeah, we have to go to one of those.
Yeah, we should. Okay, all right.
There you go.
Double play ball? Double play. No. Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh, wow. That's
the worst.
That is an incredibly rare double play.
Yes.
Back to, I forget all the position numbers here.
Yeah.
Like usually go for the guaranteed out there, but
shit. Okay, here we go. Never mind. We're good.
This guy just has an axe. That's not gonna work.
I think it's clear.
2-3-2.
Oh, okay. He's taking the axe head off. Cute. That's kind of great, actually.
God damn it!
Ooh, they really got you choked up there.
Okay. He just walked over. Didn't even bother to hustle.
Yeah, his coach is gonna yell at him.
Yeah, totally.
I thought he was batting with one hand there for a second. They're giving you're fucking up so bad they're giving you pitching practice now in the middle of an inning.
All right, four seam. Yeah, we'll do.
Just throw fastballs. Don't be a coward.
I like to throw hard sliders.
Just throw fastballs down the middle each time.
Let me skip. How do I skip? All right, there we go.
Guys looks really happy to be here. I'm always like, whenever new MLB The Show comes out, it's not, especially it's on Game Pass now. It's nice to like check it out for a little bit, but then I can kind of move on. Oh, nice try. Painting the corner there. Very good.
Oh!
Oh, was that a home run ball? Nope. Oh, no hustle there.
I tried.
Oh, I mean, I was blaming the guy more than you.
All right, well, we're gonna have to do something about this. I'm just gonna start throwing balls at batters.
Yeah, Goldie, the MLB Show mode is really fun. Granted, I've just done it so many times at this point, it's hard to get really excited about doing it each year. Well, this guy's like going Super Saiyan. I think he's gonna try to hit a home run on you. Look out. Yeah, don't throw him anything good. Throw him junk there. You never throw a ball in the zone when the guy's going Super Saiyan.
Yeah, that's just a classic rule of baseball.
Right.
Yeah, they teach that in Little League.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, shake that one off. Shake that one off. There you go.
Oh, shit.
Ooh. Okay, Jeff. Full count.
Oh, you... Okay, well, I walked him. That was deliberate. That was strategic. Kiwamusindo.
Let's go. Oh, shoot, Jeff. Throw quick.
All right,
just
okay.
bean him. Just bean him right now.
Yeah.
How dare he go Super Saiyan in front of you. Yeah, get him off. Make him back off. There we go. The ponytail. Oh snap. Ooh, that's
Come
a good
on.
hit. Oh, that guy's going to score. Okay.
I need to learn how to make my runners run ahead, or else I would have scored.
I kind of, sometimes when the game has the option to have automatic fielding, I kind of like to turn that on.
Yeah.
I always get confused with how fielding works, and it's just kind of like a pain.
Yeah, it's like
It's never that much fun to
batting's
field.
like easy. You know what to do. This or like it's at least
Yeah.
easy to understand. This is like, oh wait, how does this game do fielding?
Yeah, batting. You know, it's funny how basically baseball games were figured out on the NES.
Yeah.
They basically kind of just all work like RBI baseballs. Like, this perspective is pretty much exactly the same as it was in like RBI baseball or Bad
shit.
News Baseball, which is what I played. That was great.
Oh, come on.
You gotta sacrifice the body there, man. You gotta lay out.
I thought I made him dive. I don't know
Hustle.
what button dives, but
Get down, Kev.
Is EA's baseball game like coming out at some point? They bought that some
The
team,
show?
right?
no, that's
No.
Show?
that's Sony.
That's
It's 99
Sony. EA
Studios.
bought-
It's not 99
Yeah, EA
Studios.
bought some team. that
I
makes
don't
EA
know.
baseball games. I wonder when that's happening.
Is it? Yeah, they didn't buy the RBI baseball team. They bought.
No.
No, they bought the. Didn't they buy the like the little one, the Super Mega Baseball? Yeah, Super Mega
Yeah,
Baseball.
it's that. They bought
Yeah,
those
that'll come out
people.
soon. That Super Mega Baseball is like this, but on steroids.
Are they just making a Super Mega Baseball, or are they gonna like EA-ify
Oh,
it?
they'll
try to, like,
EA-ify it,
use
yeah.
those people to make it their Madden. Like,
Speaking of sports, I should mention that our own Lucy James is apparently in Las Vegas for some
Arizona. She's in Arizona for the Super Bowl.
Arizona. Is that what the Super Bowl is?
It
For
is.
the big game, you guys. You don't want
Yeah,
to get
the big
sued.
game.
Well, we're just
she's
reporting
doing
the news. If we're reporting the news, that's factual. She is in there for that.
She is apparently not invited to the actual Super Bowl, but she is doing some
Yeah,
streams
right.
on twitch.tv.fandom/fandom next couple days, today and tomorrow, I think. Maybe if I know how to do it after. What is the command for raiding people when I'm done streaming? /raid. Okay.
And then you just put in their name. Oh shit.
/raid. Okay. We'll send them some people after that, but please do check it out.
I'm
If
just
I
being destroyed here.
after we get done with the magic,
They're
I'll send them.
running a train on me with their stinky stumps. Okay. All right. We're gonna get them out right now.
Luckily,
my picture's
everybody
not
at Fandom
happy.
is probably watching that stream instead of this one, so I think we're safe from
Yeah, okay.
any kind of
Sweet.
backlash on our dirty,
Alright.
dirty fucking mouths over here.
Yeah, please don't tell her we were talking about stinky dicks.
Yeah, please. Not again, anyhow. Oh shit. Run, you
Surprised none of
ass!
these have been home runs.
Run, you ass.
Yeah, they're just like sluggishly like doop, 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 doop.
They got flat feet, man.
Yeah,
It's like
apparently.
barely getting any traction at all.
They got Rayman legs, no legs at all.
That's a cocky batting stance right there.
Yeah,
That's like an
right.
old, Pete Rose kind of I'm hitting this one out of here.
Okay, good. He's not going home.
All right. Oh my
It's a
God.
zombie. That is just Frankenstein.
All right, I'm gonna put this one right down the middle. I'm sure he's not gonna be ready for it. Yeah.
Right. That's right.
I wonder if I should be like holding down the button longer. If that. No. Okay. That seems
Yeah,
good
back
again.
off, Frankenstein. Get him off the plate. Oh shit. Oh, that's going foul. Meow. Ball.
Man,
Is
I
that?
should get practice that.
That's rookie in the year, where like there's a foul ball like at a pivotal moment, and the ref does like he says foul ball is so weird. Fire. Ball.
Was that the movie with that annoying kid from like late
That's
90s?
all those movies.
That kid was in like every dumb teen movie for like 2 years.
His voice would like crack a lot. I remember.
Rory, have I ever told you the time about how I went drinking in Singapore with the kid from First Kid? That
No.
Sinbad movie? Yeah, I did.
Oh,
and then he got
I
into,
know who you're talking about. I don't know his name,
yes,
but yeah,
and then
was
he got into like NFT stuff, and then I'm
okay,
pretty
yeah.
sure he's wanted now.
Yeah. The life of a child actor, man. It's
Yeah.
just
That's
tough.
incredible. I saw First Kid in the theaters. That has my favorite "Get Down, Mr. President" moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's more of a "Get Down, First Kid" moment.
Is that the one where he gets like his arm injured but becomes super strong so he can pitch really hard?
No,
Yes, that's Rookie of the Year.
that's rookie of the
Okay.
year,
That,
yeah.
and then there was Angels in the Outfield, which is like the kid's dad said he wouldn't love him or come back for him unless the Los Angeles Angels won the World Series.
Splodge, John Oliver did a segment about the guy who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So he went all over all the
Never
things
a
this
good
guy
sign.
has done wrong. So if you're interested,
What I remember
That
about
was
Rookie
not
of the
a
Year
strike.
is that the trailer for that had he accidentally hits a doctor and the doctor says "funky butt lovin'." Like
oh, that's right.
in the trailer, like as an exclamation, he hits him in the nose. He's like "funky butt lovin'." I was like, that's a weird thing to say for a PG-13 PG movie probably, but it's stuck in my brain. So that's the best trailer I've ever seen because I remembered it.
Funky
When I was
butt
10.
loving.
I think I went to
Funky
see that
butt
movie
lovin'.
for like a birthday party when I was like 7. Man, the things you remember. They don't make that. That's a whole dead genre, right? Like
Yeah.
family-friendly comedy things or sports cons like that. Man,
No.
that'll just be direct to Disney Plus if they do anything like that now.
I think it's
Hey.
I think it's time to say what y'all up to this weekend. Super Bowl, I guess.
Super Bowl eating, probably drinking some water.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, that's probably it for me. I don't think we have anything too big planned. I probably got to go walk the dogs after this. But like I said, we'll be doing some magic right after this. Give us like 5 minutes to get set up. Me and Pinguino will be in a chat room. Probably play for like half an hour, about
of shit.
45 minutes or something.
Stupid game anyhow. Mike, how about you? What are you up to?
I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl somewhere or another. I have no like stakes in this one, but whatever.
You should gamble on it.
There you go. That'll do it. But I'll tell you what, Ohio sure does want you to know that you can do
Yes,
that.
you
if
can
you want
gamble
to
on
now.
sports now. They make it very
Yeah.
clear no matter where you go, they will advertise
Yeah.
that fact to
By
you.
the way, I'm not a big fan of the way DDD looks these days. Like this redesign first showed up in Forgotten Land. I don't like he doesn't have a neck and his beak is smaller. He looks weird to me.
I kind of like it. It looks
Like, you
fat
would.
and stupid.
You would.
Look at him, look at him, and
I
shake his
wonder why
head.
you must relate to these things.
I don't get it. I am, I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl. I don't know. I'm probably gonna clean up around my house. I'd like to like clean up my space a little bit. It's time. I'm overdue. I did today, Mike. I went to Melt for the first time since I moved here.
Hey,
Nice.
I had a chorizo and a chorizo and potato melt sandwich
good one.
with ghost pepper
Potato.
cheese and jalapenos on it, and it was very, very tasty.
They have a stand at Progressive Field where the Guardians play. You
Really?
Get melt there. Yeah.
Man, fantastic. So that was fantastic. I went there with my friend Dave Tack, who used to work at Polygon. So shout out to Dave. I asked him, hey, you want to come on a UPF sometime? He said yes. So we'll get Dave on here. Dave's a good boy.
I thought you were gonna say he said no. It'd be fun.
Yeah. He was just like, no, please leave me alone. You actually have to stop calling me, Jeff. All right. Well, I mean, that was a UPF. That was fun. That was
fun.
glad we got to check all that stuff out. Thanks for hanging out with me today, boys. I appreciate it.
We came up with the best title for UPF in a while. So
That's a very good
Welcome.
point.
yeah, I gotta let me message Jan real quick. Again,
Get the
archive of this-
okay. Just get the okay.
Yeah, the archive of this might be a little delayed.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the archive of this might be a little delayed. He's at a wedding, I believe, so he's a little out. But if I can do the archive myself, do you have a recording of this, Jeff?
I do. In fact, have a recording of this.
Do you want to put it on a Google Drive? I can try to get this up today. I know
I'll
how
put
to,
it on a Google Drive. That sounds good. We can totally
that'd be
do
great.
that.
I'll try to get it done in a bit. But yes, I will be. Give me like 10 minutes. Stay in the chat room. We'll keep the chat room up. Or if you're on Twitch, we'll come right back with some new magic. So
hey, and after that, you know what? If you want to hang out some more tonight, twitch.tv/JeffGrubb. I don't normally ever talk about my own stuff, but I'm going to be doing my top 100 games tonight on twitch.tv/JeffGrubb. So if you want to come hang out there, I think I'm thinking around 8 p.m.-ish Eastern time. I'm going to get that started. So look out for that. Thanks again for hanging out, everybody. And remember, always stay true to the stinky dick agenda.
Go to GamesBeat.
Go to GamesBeat. That's right. Yeah, Mike, you can tell people where to find you while I'm fading to black.
Go check out GamesBeat, where I'm managing editor. And you can follow me on Twitch and Twitter at Tolkoto, Tolkoto.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Rory. Have a good one, everybody.